This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the 2021 Boys State Hockey Tournament. Boys State Hockey is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Xander Auto Parts. And also by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakotaland, the Clubhouse and Pier, Weatherall, and Herman's and Endodontics. Boys State Hockey Tournament coverage is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, FASTENAL, Tickled Pink, the Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and Grey Goose Store and Social Club. State Tournament hockey coverage is also brought to you by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, RELIABANK, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. And now with the call of the action, here's Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and John Winkler.
And we welcome you back in the Shields Iceplex as we are getting set for game number 3 of the day. And the Hawaii Capitals take on the Rushmore Thunder. And Jim, I mentioned to you right before we got on the air here that it seems like the atmosphere has changed a little bit.
Well, we had 2 pretty good first rounds in this tournament today. And every game it kind of ramps up. And of course this is a big game. These are 2 powerhouses in the state. And Oahe and Rushmore, and both teams are going to have to play well to beat one another.
Yeah, these 2 teams deserve every bit of being in a state championship tomorrow, but
Absolutely.
only one of them can be in there. So
and it's kind of too bad in a lot of ways how this bracket comes out. But it's either going to be on this side. Somebody's going to have this situation when you have 3 powerhouses in the league.
Yeah, and even Sioux Falls too and Brookings, both teams have a chance to really. Both teams deserve to be in the state championship also, and that's the fun part about this second half of the day is that all 4 teams have a legit shot of winning these games and being state champions by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, and you're going to have to somewhere along the line you're going to have to beat 1 or 2 good teams to get to the state championship. So you got to beat everybody anyway.
Yeah, you're right. That's just how it goes.
You know, and who's going to be in net today is going to be Kieran Duffy, who did not start yesterday, but Duffy coming in with a 9 wins, 1.97 goals against average, and a 929 save percentage. When these 2 teams played, Carter Scholes gave up the 6 goals in the 6-1 loss, and then Kieran Duffy gave up the 2 goals in the 2-1 loss. That doesn't mean that Kieran Duffy's the better goalie out of the 2 by any means, because they're both really good. I don't know how you can determine that, but when you looked at it, I think Coach Steele said, okay, we get Carter the first game against Sioux Center, we get then Kieran the game against Rushmore. You like the chances, or not Sioux Center, Huron, you like the chances of both those goalies winning, and then you think about Sunday whenever it gets to that point.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, but I think Duffy's probably the little bit better goaltender. Being the outsider that I am, I think Duffy's probably, and I think he's your money goalie right here.
And he's got to be money today because Rushmore can easily score goals left and right. They're so deep. This team is so deep. It's crazy how talented and how deep this team is.
Yeah, they're gonna run 4 lines.
Yes,
and they're a good 4 lines, and every line's got scores.
But what a great problem to have. 2 goalies, which one do you choose from?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I talked to Coach Steele about that, and I said, having 2 goalies is great, except for the final day of the season. Because at this point, both goalies have played 11 games. This will be 11th game for Kieran Duffy. Somebody's going to get a 12th game, and somebody's not going to get an 11th game. And how do you make that decision? Because they both played so well throughout the season.
And you're probably right, though. Either one, you can't go wrong as far as with the other players and so forth. But the bottom line is, no matter what goalie you play, you're still going to have to play defense. There isn't a goalie in the league that can take the game over all by themselves. They have to have a defense in front of them and limit some shots. Don't give away those open shots.
Kieran Duffy was 4th as far as goalie saves percentage leaders with 929. Schultz was 6th. to give you an idea how close they are.
Yeah.
His, of course, was 925.
Exactly. Not too far a difference either.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And then you get into the goalies as far as giving up goals, and you have Duffy with 1.97. Schultz right behind him at 220.
Both these goalies are so good that it made it fun all season long, and it's made it fun going into the day too, because you feel confident with the two goalies, and whichever goalie you pick, you feel confident with them.
That's what I was going to say. That's why Oahe's in the position they're in.
Yeah.
Two good goaltenders. And all of these top teams that you see in this league have two good quality goaltenders that are basically interchangeable.
Yeah. Brady DeVries is playing the second game. Kieran Duffy's playing the first. That it could be huge down the stretch in a game that might be a long, draining game. One guy's got everything in the tank. The other guy doesn't.
Yeah. And that goalie position's a physical position. When you're going down and up with all your gear on and so forth, it can wear on you, especially if you play game after game after game.
So it is the Hawaii Capitals and Rushmore Thunder. Boy, the crowd here for the Hawaii Capitals right now is pretty good. I think the Rushmore Thunder still got some crowd to go to get into this. But they're shiny over there.
Is there anybody left in Pier?
Well, I was just about to ask that.
The streets are empty.
I think I even see the governor down there.
Yeah, the streets are empty in Pier right now, folks.
It is I'm glad there's at least two people there that running the board back at the station. That's the
yes, the boys at the board. Stay in Pier, please.
We need them down there because they're the reason why we're going to get on and off the station here. So glad that there's at least two people still in Pier today.
Yeah, no traffic on the way home today, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and you talk about the goalies, but of course you haven't talked about Elliott Life. And of course he led the league this year with 31 assists. And, of course, he also led the league this year in terms of points, things like that. He might be the difference in this game, just based on what he has done throughout the course of the year.
Yeah, that top line for the Hawaii Capitals is so good that they've scored 18 for Andy Gordon, 24 for Rafe Briggs, and 27 for Elliott Life. That's a huge thing going into this tournament, is having that great top line. But then you look at the lines of Rushmore Thunder. There's nobody in the league that's got 6 goals on their fourth line except for the Rushmore Thunder. and that is absolutely impressive. There are 2 guys on the roster that don't have goals, but everybody got a point. You don't see that ever. And that is wild.
Well, and you have to look at this first line of the Rushmores. There's a guy by the name of Mason Martin, and he's been doing it a long time, Delzer and Humpke. That line has got to be one of the best lines in the state. Oahe has one of the best lines in the state, but it's really fun to see these guys. And then as you go down, like you said, you get into the third line, Rietzer, Dietrich, and Holick, and there's not a whole lot of let-off.
Yeah, no.
So the depth of Rushmore could be a factor today.
One of the players that's in for today is Ashton Lee. She's back after an injury. She's dressing. We'll see how much playing time she gets, how much they use her, because she hasn't played since she got hurt in the Mitchell game all the way back in the middle of January. So she's missed the last almost 2 months now, but she's back and she's going to be in the lineup today. I saw her warming up, and that's a great sign. We saw Cooper Schwartz play yesterday, but Cord Ellis, he was down with an injury, but I think he's good to go today. And again, It was one of those injuries that could not get worse, so it probably just hurt him a little bit more when he got that hit. But he's able to go again today.
Oh, that's good news. There's a guy, Seth Stock. We talked about him yesterday. He plays defense, but he can control the tempo of a game from his defensive position, and he'll also score some goals. He
not single-handedly, but he has been the biggest thorn in the side to the Hawaii Capitals this year. He had numerous assists, and I believe he had the game-winning goal. I think he had 3 assists in the first game, and I don't have my stats in front of me, but 3 assists in the first game and against the Caps, and then the game-winning goal. I mean, he's had 5-6 points against the Capitals in 2 games.
And we saw him play very well yesterday, and he has 18 assists from a defensive position.
And half that's coming against the White Capitals.
Yeah.
It feels like it at least.
Yeah.
But he's a guy. He scored yesterday to get the tournament started,
right.
or at least that's what they credit him to get the tournament started. We thought it was someone else, but that's just how good he is. He's an offensive defenseman that plays really well on the defensive side, and then plays one of the best offensive defensemen in the entire league.
A lot of great players coming up in this one.
And we will have Puck Drop coming up for you next. You're listening to the state tournament as on Capital City Rock, on KSDR, CapitalCityRock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
And we are back here at the Shields Iceplex for the first of two state semifinal games. The Hawaii Capitals, a 2 seed, taking on the 3 seed Rushmore Thunder. Both these teams scored 8 goals in their win yesterday, as it was an 8-1 win for Sioux Center and then an 8-2 win for the Hawaii Capitals when they were down 2-1. And I think that's a big thing too, is that, you know, you get a state tournament feel of a game, but you also trailed. Rushmore never trailed, so if the Caps go down early, it may not be that bad compared to what it could be if the Caps just rolled away with the first win.
Can Rushmore play from behind or not? They haven't had to do it much.
It's going to be, this is a fun matchup because, one, Rushmore's going to try and beat the Caps 3 times in a season, but also the fact that the 3 seed has beaten the 2 seed twice, but yet they're still the 3 seed and not the 2 seed. Brookings will be trying to do the same thing later on tonight when they're trying to beat Sioux Falls 2 for the 3rd straight time this year. So it's there's a lot that goes into these games, and we'll see if the teams that have won both games will win their 3rd game as well.
Yeah. Right. A lot of energy going to happen starting now all the way through this tournament. I don't think anything's going to change. It's a tournament atmosphere without a doubt.
So the Rushmore Thunder are making their way to the ice. I love these. I love the playoff towels that you see in the NHL a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of teams have those little playoff towels. And the Hawaii Capitals making their way to the ice. Boy, I know the Caps are on our side, but that was a pretty impressive eruption from this Capital faithful that are here.
Well, this is a year that the fans for the Oahe Capitals can sense something. There's a chance that these guys can win a state championship, and everybody in the building knows it.
We will throw it over the PA here for the starting lineups here shortly. But this, as soon as everybody got left that last game and people started walking in, you could just feel a shift in the air a little bit. It goes from the Constellation semifinals to the state semifinals, and this is a game that is there's a lot at stake for both these teams.
Right.
Both these teams do not want to be playing the third place game tomorrow.
No, both of these teams came here to win this tournament, without a doubt.
And that's the biggest thing is Sioux Falls. The next couple of games, there was no upset in the first round. There's no upset in the first round. It's funny because Elliot Life's mom has a poster that says it's pronounced Life because the announcer was saying it was Leaf yesterday.
Yeah, everybody does it wrong.
Well, EI is I in German.
Joyman.
It is.
But these four teams that are playing here tonight, they came into this tournament expecting to win it. Not to say, well, if we get the first round upset or first round win, we're going to be satisfied. We're satisfied with the state championship. We're not satisfied with anything else. We'll throw it over the PA.
First, the starting lineup for the Rushmore Thunder. In goal, 0-0 for Radiant. On defense, number 4, Seth Stock. On defense, number 11, Tyson Dunbar. On the wing, number 8, Alex Hunke. On the other wing, number 13, Mason Martin. And the center, number 10, Kale Delter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rushmore Thunder. Now for the Oahe Capitals.
So we're ready to go.
What a great tournament welcome that was from both sides.
Boy, oh boy, this is shaping up to be a good one again. Rushmore won 6-1 in Rapid City just about 3 weeks ago, and then they didn't play a week apart. It was a Saturday night, they lost 6-1, came back the next Friday at the Expo Center in Fort Pierre, and ended up losing 2-1 to the Capitals, to the Rushmore Thunder. So 6 days apart with those two losses. They've had 2 weeks to kind of think about this one. Obviously, they had to get through Huron first, but now they're ready for this Rushmore Thunder team. The Rushmore Thunder are looking to get to that third win against the Oahe Capitals.
And, John, once there's a couple shots on goal, your nerves are going to go away.
My nerves are going to go away, absolutely. Rushmore's going to go from right to left, the Capitals from left to right. 17 minutes are on the clock. We're underway as the Rushmore Thunder win the opening faceoff. Seth Stock goes over for Tyson Dunbar, and it's played into the Capitals then for Isaac Pollock to go off the boards, up off of the stick of Andy Gordon. And then Gordon gets it out of the zone. Rafe Briggs now has it in the neutral zone. Briggs will play over for Chris Schultz, and he'll skate it back to the neutral zone. My nerves are already gone. Andy Gordon plays up for Rafe Briggs, as he'll carry it in the offensive end. Briggs on his backhand pass to the slot. It's intercepted by Humpke, and then it's cleared out of the zone off of Pollock, and Chris Schultz will play it off the boards. And the Rushmore Thunder will make their first change as both Elliot Life and Mason Martin get tangled up and both fall to the ice. And then it'll be played over. Tyson Dunbar off the boards, out of the zone for Isaac Pollock. Pollock plays it for Life, and Life will dump it in, fanned on it. Says Stock pushed him off the puck as well, and Tyson Dunbar now has it. Pass goes up, and it will come out, does not come out of the zone, and then it's finally flipped up and out as it would be played over for Hunter Wallop. Says Stock back in his own end. I don't think he's left the ice yet in the first minute, 10 seconds of this hockey game. Dre Burt will throw it in the zone, and the Caps will tag back up. Their second line is out. John Lyons is on the second line along with Ashton Grease and Keenan Howard. As Jaden Floor tried to step up for it, Hunter Wallop diving play to try and pass it across, and Ashton Grease with a good back check to play it back out of the zone. It's thrown back in, went off the skates of Dre Burt, and then touched up by Kieran Duffy, where now Dre Burt will have it. And Burt will get a pass up to the blue line for Ashton Grease. He'll play it across underneath the stick of John Lyons. And then back in the neutral zone, here's Jaden Floor, the chance 2-on-1. Floor, he's going to look to get a shot away, could not. And then him and Ashton Grease are right next to each other. Then overskating the puck was Miles Retzer. And then cleared back in by Ashton Grease. Up the boards, but not out as it was held in off the leg of Andy Gordon. Gordon will slop at it. Here's Ashton Grease trying to get a pass over for Gordon. He gets checked on the puck, a bouncing puck off the glove of Retzer. And then DeVries, who's got the glove to cover it up, will cover it up for a whistle with 14:59 to play in the first period.
Nerves are gone, John?
Nerves are gone. No shots so far in the first 2 minutes and 1 second. Face off the left of DeVries. Face off will be taken here and won by the Rushmore Thunder. There's a check. Tyson Dunbar gets checked in the boards to the rouse of the Hawaii Capital faithful. The student section, they got a good student section here today. Be played up the boards. Rafe Briggs will try and kick it forward. And there's a high check that will not be called as we'll continue to play on. Pass over for Chris Schultz. Schultz almost lost it in the slot. Wind up with a shot. That one is a bouncing puck that never got through. That one came from Alex Dietrich and then played out of the zone. Elliott Life will try and carry it in. He gets tripped up and a penalty is coming up on Rushmore. And we'll get our first whistle. And it's going to be really tough here because the fans are so loud that the referee's whistle wasn't heard.
Yeah, especially with our headphones, we can't hear anything.
Yeah, we're trying to keep the crowd mic up, but we also the crowd's just so loud that the referee's going to continue to blow his whistle until everybody stops. So if penalty's going to go, it'll be against Cale Delzer, so the Capitals will have their first power play. And they're going to have it. It will be in the Capital. It will be in the attacking end because it was picked up in the Rushmore end of the ice. Right. So that's where the faceoff will go. So the Caps with their first power play. They'll look to strike first here. 14-16 to go here in the first period. The faceoff is won by the Capitals. Rafe Briggs will play it down the boards in the corner, and he'll come back out for Briggs in the neutral zone, or at the blue line. Here's Rafe Briggs again. Briggs will be played back out, and now here's the Rushmore Thunder. Maybe they can attack shorthanded. As we played across, and in the zone, Kieran Duffy comes out of his crease to play it over, and is knocked down by Miles Retzer. Will be played back behind the net for Elliott Life. Minute and a half here left in the power play. Andy Gordon is back in, leaves it over for Briggs, and he'll carry it into the attacking end. Briggs, he'll stay on his skates. Turnaround shot from Isaac Pollock did not get through. And then now the Miles Retzer for Rushmore trying to get it out. It's a stock behind the net. He played all the way around, and Briggs got space here at the blue line. Played over for Elliott Life. His pass from over to Briggs, almost intercepted, and it will be cleared away by Rushmore. Almost dangerous there because Rushmore had their highest defender on top of the highest Elliott Life in the power play, so it almost could have turned into a breakaway the other way for Rushmore. But now here's Andy Gordon still with 48 to go on the power play. Off the stick of Keenan Howard, cleared back down by Rushmore. Still no shots in this hockey game. Kieran Duffy left the puck. Now he's going to play it up the boards and play it over for Dre Burns. He'll tap it off the boards to himself, but played by Keenan Howard up for Burt. They come in onside. And now Dre Burt trying to get through the cross for Jaden Floor. Back into the net. Save made. Another save made. And it's loose out for Dre Burt to take. He'll flip it over for Ashton Grease with 20 to go in the power play. Grease a pass to the slot. Played over John Lyons now. He's on this second power play unit. Dre Burt trying to throw it towards the net. Played out in front, almost turned over. There's a shot, and that one goes wide. Back for Ashton Grease at the point. 8 to go on the power play. That pass goes off of a stick. Grease still with it on the backhand, trying to get to the front of the net. And now coming out of the penalty box, it could be the other way for Rushmore. And it'll be played up, and here comes the Rushmore Thunder in. Stock, he gets checked by Jaden Floor, then gets knocked down, and the puck comes free for Burt, but he can't take it out of the zone. Pass back, there's a shot that goes wide of the net. Mason Martin has it now for the Rushmore Thunder. Keenan Howard will take the puck from him, and Howard from the red line gets thrown hard in the boards, gets right back up, but he dumped it in. And here are the Rushmore Thunder with it behind their own net. Stock will play as he'll stop and wait with 11:44 to go here in the first period. Stock a pass right to the middle of the ice off the stick of Mason Martin. Thrown back right down by Chris Schultz. It came on net, so DeVries had to play it. There's no icing. Flipped around the near side and then flipped up off the glass, and it stays in play. Chris Schultz, he'll play it on the backhand, and it's going to be taken in by Humke. And here's Alec Humke with a shot, and Kieran Duffy saw that all the way and made a glove save for a whistle with 11:23 to go. No shots, two shots on the power play for Oahe on that power play opportunity. And the first shot of the game was an easy glove save for Kieran Duffy. And the Rushmore Thunder are trying to get a late change, and they're going to get those guys sent back off the ice. So here is now on the faceoff win, a backhander to the net. Kieran Duffy made the save. It'll be played back out off the stick of Duncan Chisholm and back into his own end. Duncan Chisholm plays it up the boards. In the near side corner where the student section is in the line of sight. Chris Schultz now has it back in his own blue line. Plays it up off of Cordellis, who's now playing offense in this game. He's one of the forwards, and it's going to be iced by the Capitals with 10:58 left to go here in the first period. So a face-off will be coming to the left of Kieran Duffy. The Rushmore Thunder and White Capitals. It'll be played around Andy Gordon. He gets checked hard on the boards. But there's a shot and a fanned-on shot by Dawson Worth. Ryan Hipsag has it. He got tripped up. Referee's arm stayed down. And it'll be played back out for Seth Stock in the neutral zone. Actually, there is a penalty coming up here on the Capitals. So DeVries has left the ice. Seth Stock now, he'll lose the puck, and it'll be touched up by Elliott Life, and we'll have a whistle. And a trip is going to be called.
I didn't think they were going to call that at first.
Yeah, that was interesting. It's going to be on Rafe Briggs. I thought they left it go because I looked at both referees, never saw a hand go up, but then the late hand went up. So our first penalty is going to be against, or excuse me, the second penalty is going to be against Rafe Briggs. First one on the Capitals. And it comes in the first period here with about 10-30 to go. So here's Rushmore's first chance on the power play. Pass goes over, into the zone comes Wallop. And Hunter Wallop past the slot, and the only person there was Elliott Life to throw it down. DeVries will play it up for Seth Stock, who will circle behind the cage, and we'll get the power play set up. And now here is the Rushmore Thunder again. In the zone, Dunbar trying to get it over for Walla. Redirected shot goes on net, and Duffy made the save to get a whistle with 9:54 to go. And still a minute 25 left on the power play. The Pelican Power Sports power play. The face-off to the left of Duffy is one. Seth Stock has it. Here for the Rushmore Thunder, Mason Martin gets checked in front of the Capital bench. And the puck will come towards the net and stick into the corner by Duffy. But not out of the zone quite yet here from the Capitals. Al Kumke goes over. Stock with a wind-up shot that gets blocked in front. And then Al Kumke has it again. Humke with a shot, another block shot. That one came from Jaden Floor. Hunter Walla comes in front, and Mason Martin scores. The power play goal for Mason Martin. And the Rushmore Thunder strike first with 9:26 left to go in the first period.
Martin's 18th goal of the year.
Yeah, he had a couple other ones, I think, in this tournament. But, yeah, he had 17 in the regular season, and he knows right where to be. He was flying in like a rocket and one-timed it.
So the face-off is won by the Hawaii Capitals after the first goal of the game was scored by Mason Martin. We'll get the assists here in just a moment as well as the play is come back out of the neutral zone for Chris Schultz. It's played back again. This one will be taken here by Caleb Merchant. Popped up. The Capitals will tag back on side. Elliott Life gets chopped down. Trying to get it over for Rafe Briggs. Life still has it. He'll play it back for Chris Schultz, who will wind up with a shot and a save made by DeVries, and the rebound just skipped wide of Andy Gordon. Back for Isaac Pollock. His shot, that one gets blocked down. And that's going to be taken by Duncan Chisholm, who will flip it out of the zone. And then played up and into the attacking end. And he gets checked off the puck. That one was from Zeke Farley. All the way down. And Seth Stock will play it. Here's Dawson Worth. He gets checked by Elliott Life. And then turned over. John Lyons will throw it in. Hunter Walla will get an assist. Having some problems with the microphone. It's cutting in and out. Then Keenan Howard, that one will get chopped up, and it was played by a high stick. And actually it's going to be all the way down to be in an offensive zone faceoff for Rushmore.
Gets hard to hear in here, doesn't it? We couldn't hardly hear the PA announcer.
I think their mic's starting to be not so good.
So many bodies in this place right now.
Better go find Brian.
Yep, Brian's the guy.
So here's the face-off that's won by the Capitals, but ended up being a shot for the Rushmore Thunder that just went by. Here's now the Hawaii Capitals, Rushmore Thunder. Hunter Wallop, backhand pass for Hipsag. Hipsag has the puck. He gets knocked off of it by John Lyons. The puck will come to the blue line, but not out as it was held in by Grady Olson. And the Capitals, it'll be played across. Hipsag now has it. Hipsag a pass, and that one will escape the zone, and it'll back into the neutral zone. Alex Petrano will race after it. 7:38 to play here in the first period. A 1-0 Rushmore lead. And a pass comes in the neutral zone for Dre Burt to throw it back in. The Caps will tag back up. And then back again behind the net for Alexander Petrano. Jaden Floor lost the puck. It'll be played free. Dre Burt, there's a shot on the side. Hugging the post was Kieran Duffy. And the Caps almost turn it over again in their own end. And now here's Andy Gordon up ahead for Ashton Grease. And then back for Brady DeVries, who comes out of his net. Grease was right there on the doorstep. And a pass comes across, and here comes again in Dietrich. There's a shot that goes wide. The bouncing puck came back in front the other side of the net. And then it comes out of the zone, and Rafe Briggs will spin off of a check. Isaac Pollock from his own blue line off the glass. And then it's played back and over for Stock. He'll play for Dunbar. Tyson Dunbar will bring it in the neutral zone. And Dunbar will throw it in. That one's blockered down by Kieran Duffy and into the corner. And then flipped up by Dre Burt and out to Rafe Briggs. And Briggs carries it in. He's going to try and swing wide. Mason Martin trying to run over into him. And he, I guess he did by the resounding ovation from the Rushmore student section. And then it'll come out of the zone. Couldn't see it, but I heard the reaction from the Rushmore fans. Seth Stock will get around two different Capital players. Seth Stock brings it in. His shot goes wide the glove side of Kieran Duffy. Al Kumpke has the puck. Trying to play it farther in the near side or the far side corner. And a backhand shot that goes wide. Back for Elliott Life. His pass gets blocked down and not out of the zone, but Life was able to block up the pass. Thrown down. It might have been icing, but Duffy ended up playing it, and we'll give it for Isaac Pollock. And Pollock, his pass also gets blocked. Will go down all the way. And again, no icing because it went off of a Rushmore Thunder player. With 5:43 to go here in the first period. Pass nearly intercepted, and the Cavs will keep it in the zone. Ashton Grease pass across. Going to the backhand, a save made by DeVries. It's still loose, and it'll come around. It's actually behind the net. And then Chris Schultz almost got a jumping play. We will get an icing. Boy, Chris Schultz, he got off his skates pretty high there to try and jump to knock that down.
That's a good vertical.
5:27 to go. It's 4-3 in shots in favor of the Caps, but they trail 1-0. Well, the faceoff will be to the right of DeVries. Ashton Grease does not win the faceoff. It's taken by Hipsag on the run. And Hipsag will get in the zone, and here's a 2-on-1 now. Hunter Walla goes over. There's a pass back, and that's blocked down by Dre Burt. Here's a chance again for the Rushmore Thunder, but it will be played back out by Ashton Grease. And Grease will carry it in 2-on-2 with John Lyons. Grease throws it to the net, and a save made by DeVries. He sticks in the corner to eliminate a rebound. That one's chopped up off the glove of John Lyons, touched first by the Rushmore Thunder. And now here the Rushmore Thunder again, carrying in the zone. That one will be played towards Kieran Duffy. Burton did a good job to knock his man off the puck. And back for John Lyons again. Lyons a pass, goes off the stick of Burt, but then Floor will play it over for Grease. And Grease for Howard. Comes back to Grease where he'll dump it in, and he'll go off for a change to get the top line out. Haven't seen the third line quite yet for the Hawaii Capitals. We've seen numerous players come in for the Rushmore Thunder. Here's Miles Retzer. He's on the third line as he'll carry it in. Retzer will play it around the boards and be the first one to get to it, just past of Alexander Dietrich, and it will come out of the zone. It'll be played back in. Duffy will play it over for Jaden Floor. Now here's Elliott Life. Life plays it over for Gordon. He takes a check. And now Rafe Briggs will play it in. There's a shot. They score! Elliott Life goes top corner. A harmless shot from the boards, and we're tied at 1.
He was down below the glass when he shot it right in front of the student section, and he just barely caught a corner. Just barely.
Wow. And that's what Sioux Center is trying to do. I think every team tries to do. DeVries, now the tallest goalie, they try and go high on him all day long. And that one was one that DeVries probably wants back.
I actually thought that shot was sailing over the net.
So it's a 1-1 hockey game on the goal from Elliott Life, and now here's Rafe Briggs will carry it in. Briggs is going to try and get free. He is hooked. A penalty's coming up on Rushmore, and we will have a power play here for the Hawaii Capitals with 3:53 to go. Boy, have the momentum changed here really quick.
That woke up the crowd from Oahe.
So in the penalty box will be, I believe, Merchant.
I get so intent on the game, I forgot to put the score up.
So at 3:53 to go, it's a 1-1 hockey game. And we'll see if the Capitals can score on their second power play. Howard fans on the shot attempt. He'll hold it in at the blue line. It does come out. So now Howard will play it back over for Burns. And now here's Ashton Grease in. Grease will float back for Howard, then played it back forward, and then it will be thrown all the way down. Dre Burns. Ashton Grease. Briggs will get the assist. And Gordon will also get an assist on that goal. So here with 3:18 to go, 1:25 left to go in the power play. Ashton Grease now has it for the Caps. His pass goes over for Jaden Floor. And Floor will play it off the boards, but it's thrown right back down again off the skate of Ashton Grease. He almost gets a turnover. There's a big check played over from Zeke Farley. And now Dre Burnt turns with it, and he'll play it back behind the nets. And Dre Burnt's going to come off the ice. And that one's going to be thrown into the stands for a puck out of play, and we get a whistle with 2:51 left to go here in the first period.
It's all knotted up, 1-1. 6 shots versus 3. And I was about ready to say at 1-0 it was kind of uneventful, but we've come a long ways from there.
Well, Life will take the face-off to the left of DeVries. It's won by the Thunder. It will not be cleared out. Gordon did a good job to hold it in, along with Rafe Briggs. Pass goes back for Briggs. He's racing the blue line. Pass goes over now for Gordon. And Gordon, his shot goes wide. Played back out to the blue line for Elliott Life. Life will wait and make a move around his man. Plays it back to the blue line for now Rafe Briggs. Rafe Briggs will try and throw one in. That got blocked up. And then be played back around. And now Elliott Life will play it over for Gordon. Gordon with the shot. He scores! A power play goal for Andy Gordon. And it's 2-1. The Caps have their first lead tonight.
John, you called it. They said they were shooting high. And DeVries was completely down on that, leaving the whole top side of the net wide open.
Right under the crossbar.
Yep, that's a great shot. And you have to know that when he lined up for that, he saw that gap at the top.
Caps,
that's a great shot.
The top line's done it so far. They've done it all year, but they've got the 2 goals so far for the Caps, and they lead 2-1. The most goals they've scored against the Rushmore Thunder already this year. 2:15 left to go here in the first period. It'll be played back. Elliott Life, he'll turn with it again. Life a backhander to the net. Save made by DeVries. It's still loose, and then he'll close the wickets to get a save with 2:05 left to go here in the first period.
DeVries was sitting on that puck. He knew it was somewhere underneath him.
Well, and I think what Oahe Capitals have really done is they've got DeVries moving, and that's important.
Face-off will be won here by the Rushmore Thunder with 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Caps have a 2-1 lead. This is the first time they've actually led against the Rushmore Thunder here this year. So the Thunder, for the first time this tournament, are also playing from behind. Mason Martin, he'll have it behind the net. Pass comes in front. It was redirected and is loose in front of the slot. Comes back out for Merchant. Merchant, his shot looking for a redirect. And that's what the Rushmore Thunder do so well. They shoot off target to try and get a redirect. Okay, now here's Keenan Howard in. Howard will go off the glass to play it in the zone with 1:30 to play. DeVries came out. Ashton Grease was right behind him. If he would have gone the other way, he would have turned it right over to Grease. But now here's Hunter Walla. He'll kick it to his stick. And Walla will turn with it. His backhand pass misses. And then play from John Lyons over for Ashton Grease. And Grease will carry it in. He'll dump it in the zone. And he'll go behind the net. Grease backhand pass for Howard. A shot to St. Maid from DeVries. A good no-look pass there from Grease, knowing that Keenan Howard was right there. And the puck goes out of play for another whistle with 1:05 left to go.
Both of these teams do it so well. I'm always amazed at how they know where everybody is, and there's nobody that does it better than these two teams.
1:05 left to go here in the first period. And it will be played out of the zone as it's going to be thrown in by Dawson Worth. Kieran Duffy comes out of his net to play it. And then we play back around. There's a one-time chance to St. Maid off the hip sag shot. And then a glove from Andy Gordon. He'll just throw it out of the zone. We played back by Tyson Dunbar. Seth Stock with 40 seconds left to go. Back for Dunbar. His pass for Wallop. And now here's Hunter Wallop. Wallop carries in the zone. Fighting off of a stick. Over for Dawson Worth now in the near side corner. Jaden Floor will play it over for Ryan Hipsag. And Hipsag, he'll look. His pass, good deflection there by Rafe Briggs to get out of the zone. 18 to go in the period. Here's Dunbar. His pass off the stick of Wallop. Now Dre Burt will turn. He looked up at the clock to see how much time was left, and he turns it over his own end. Dawson Worth over for Wallop again. Now Burt will try and tie up in the corner. That's swung off the glass. Down. Will it go far enough for an icing before the period comes to an end? It does with 0.3 seconds left to go. And I think 0.4 is the minimum threshold that you can get a shot and a goal scored in.
Really?
I think so. At least in the NHL, that's the case.
That's an amazing stat, John.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't even know. How do you know that? You just do.
Some of the useless knowledge that I pick up over the years. And the faceoff is dropped. I think Walla knew that too. I don't think maybe it's not as unfamiliar as I think it is because Walla he let it go.
Yeah, he probably knew.
So it's a 2-1 score here after the first period. Goals from Mason Martin that got the scoring started with 9:26 left. Elliott Life tied it up at 1-1 with 4:06, and Andy Gordon gets the power play goal, and the Caps have a 2-1 lead over the Rushmore Thunder here after the first period. We will step aside. We'll come back with our first period break. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
In 2020, we learned keeping close to home and family is more important than ever. As a locally owned and operated financial institution, Dakotaland Federal Credit Union has been keeping it close to home since 1935, offering you a full lineup of services with local decision-making and local servicing. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakotaland Federal Credit Union is as close to home as it gets. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, it's Julia from Oahe Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
we've played one period. It's a 2-1 lead for the Hawaii Capitals as we welcome you back to the Shields Iceplex. John Wickler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. And guys, because you guys are the neutral two here in this game, talk about how good this first period was for both sides, for both teams.
I think it's as good a hockey as you're going to see. It's as good as a championship game.
Yeah, we talked off the air, John. The skill level of these two teams is impressive.
Yeah.
You'll see the kids bouncing off their skate onto their stick and back and forth. And the rink awareness of these two teams is really amazing. These guys make a lot of blind passes. They're not blind because they know where everybody's at. But the skill level's fantastic.
And that's the fun part about this game is that, Mason Martin scored on the power play to get the scoring started. But we've seen some really good play. We've had a couple penalties, 2 on Rushmore and 1 on the Capitals. But we've seen we've seen teams make you pay. If you make a mistake and get a penalty, we've seen now both teams have made you pay.
Yeah, we saw that on the last goal, the last Capitals goal, where DeVries got stuck down on his knees. And they make you pay right away. If he was standing up on that shot, he probably would have stopped it. But just for a split second, he got stuck in his knees, and Capitals made him pay for it.
And Andy Gordon got the power play goal. Elliott Life and Rafe Briggs got the assist. So the top line for the Caps all have 2 points. Elliott Life and Andy Gordon each have a goal and assist, and Rafe Briggs has got 2 assists so far. And that's the epitome. I don't want to say it's the epitome of the Hawaii Capitals. It's only the top line that gets it done, but that shows you how good the top line is. They've been good all season, and the second line, the defenders have all been good, but this top line is what makes this team run, and I think everybody in the locker room would say that, and we saw that with all 3 guys getting a 2 points in those 2 goals.
8-4 as far as shots on goal right now, so nothing big there. Really, it's an even Steven first period of play, and that's really how you have to treat it coming out in the second period.
Yeah.
Don't worry about who's ahead 2-1 here. Treat it like it's a tie game.
Yeah, you talk about some of those kids on that first line, Gordon and Briggs and Leaf. It's
Life.
It's Life. I should have seen the sign. She took the sign down. That's why I didn't know. We had a sign right in front of us telling us how to say it. But yeah, you look at those kids. Your seasoned kids, the leaders on a team. In games like this, they kind of tend to float to the top, and they take over the game. They set the tempo.
And Jeff, you made a really good point because I for both teams, I don't think you tell Rushmore that you're losing by 1. I don't think you tell the Capitals you're winning by 1.
No,
it's an even hockey game.
Yeah. I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, because both teams, I think if you start to change how you've been playing because you're down or because you're up, it's not going to end well for you.
Yeah, and you're probably right, Jeff. In the locker room right now, there's probably not a lot of coaching that has to happen right now. These teams are just doing what they do.
That's right.
And some of the Hawaii Capitals coaches are right there kind of giving everybody a chance to – and that's for the Capitals. Of course, I've spent the whole season with them and the last couple of years with them. But the captains, especially this year's team, the captains that Rafe Briggs and Elliott Life and Andy Gordon, they do a lot of coaching because they're good leaders. And they have a good mindset of how to talk to the players, how to talk to their teammates differently than what the coaches might.
Yeah.
They might say the same thing, but they might say it a different way.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge benefit for the Capitals is how good those 3 seniors are that are captains on the team. Obviously, they got 7 seniors in total, but those 3 really take the lead of it all.
Well, the other thing is we've only played 1 period. We have 2 more to go.
Absolutely. There's still plenty of hockey left. There's 34 minutes left in the regulation.
Yeah.
And to say that 1 period is going to signal a win or a loss for either team is that would be buffoonery.
Well, my guess is this is not going to be 2-1 game.
This is assuming that we play regulation.
That's why I threw it out there. There's 34 minutes left in regulation. I didn't say of the game. I said of regulation, just to keep save myself in the thought process here. It is a 2-1 game here, the first of 2 state semifinals. Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 will play after this, but it is a 2-1 lead here for the Hawaii Capitals. The 2 winners will meet in the state championship tomorrow afternoon. We will step aside and come back with more of the first intermission. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, 1480 KSTR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
RELIABANK's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your RELIABANK account.
Visit your local RELIABANK branch or go to RELIABANKMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's RELIABANK's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness. Came in dripping. With just the right amount of jalapeno heat. Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso. Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6. Remix! Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Never enough queso.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the number 17 FASTENAL Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? FASTENAL can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, FASTENAL has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
Back here at the Shields Iceplex as we have played one period. 2-1 is our score. The Hawaii Capitals lead the Rushmore Thunder. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson. And Jeff, you hit the nail on the head before that last commercial break that you play this game, you come out of this second period, play it like it's even.
Yeah, you really have to. And even though the score indicates differently, they've played it so even Steven at this point that you got to look for a break somewhere along the line, and that may come from the people. You had a young man that scored a goal yesterday, Lions.
Yeah.
For you, he got his first goal of the year.
Yeah.
He may be a hero today.
I would say John Lyons scored his first varsity career goal yesterday. Devin Dotson did as well.
Yeah.
And so to see that in a state tournament, it's kind of bizarre to see it with one guy, but two guys on the same game, and you never know what you might get in this game too. And you've already seen a couple of goals from the top line, but that second, maybe the third line ends up getting a goal somewhere along the line for the Capitals.
Yeah. How many times do you see it where your leaders get you to the end, and then somebody comes off the bench and end it?
And you know how – then you see how excited the rest of the leaders are. They're the most excited when someone else comes in and scores a goal. They're more excited than even the guy that scored himself.
Yeah. Yep. Because those kids have paid the price all year long.
Yep.
And the other kids are happy to see them have that success. Yeah.
So it is a 2-1 lead here for the Hawaii Capitals after one period. We step aside and come back with the second period. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on 1480 KSTR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakotaland Federal Credit Union is the best way to harness the power of a not-for-profit financial institution. Locally owned and operated, Dakotaland is known for competitive rates, local decision-making, and local loan servicing. An auto or home loan at any of our 11 convenient locations keeps your money where it belongs. At home, let's put the power of a local financial cooperative to work for you. Dakotaland, Equal Housing Lender, member NCUA.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness came in dripping with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
We are back here at the Shields Iceplex as it is a 2-1 lead for the Hawaii Capitals as we've played that one period. John Wigler alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, thanks to Chad Grease. With Weatherall, he duct taped our cord back together.
Oh, he knows how to do that. He's from Weatherall.
I was going to say, yeah, he's usually used to doing roofs, but hey, duct tape every once in a while. Duct tape fixes everything. We're back to play here at the start of the second period as it will be bringing it in. Kale Delzer. Delzer will get in. That shot just whistles wide the goalpost. At the blue line, it's held in by Stock, but knocked out by Rafe Briggs. And Briggs gets run into, but Elliott Life will take the puck. He'll avoid a check. His pass is not enough strength to get to Andy Gordon. And then it's quickly thrown in as the Capitals will make a quick change. Actually, Rafe Briggs comes off the ice. He's a little slow coming off the ice. He's hunched over right now, just coming off the ice. Isaac Pollock a pass. It's in the zone onside with Keenan Howard to take the puck in the near side corner. Howard trying to fish it out to the front of the net. But then it is loose, and we get a whistle. Hey, how about those guys? Those guys, they had the puck was frozen, and nobody kept jamming away. Everything was everything was calm.
Seasoned veterans is what it is, John.
That's right.
Smart hockey players.
So the second line is out for the Hawaii Capitals. Face-off is won. There's Dre Burr with a shot. It's blocked in front by John Lyons, his teammate. And then it's played out of the zone, and it will go down, and it should be enough for an icing, and it will be an icing. And otherwise, if that had hit the stick and gone right to the intended target of Dawson Worth, he could have had a breakaway.
Worth with an I, it's spelled. W-I-R-T-H, a little bit different.
So here is the face-off going to be to the left of DeVries. And then Ashton Grease is kicked out.
Still Worth the same.
Same Worth.
John Lyons will look to win the face-off, but it's won by Rushmore. And it's thrown in by Dre Byrne back in. When it comes back out to the now Capital blue line, where Seth Stock will step up. His pass in front. That one was redirected wide. Here's a shot from Chisholm that will go wide. Back for Stock again. Stock will throw it to the net. That's redirected, and that goes high. John Lyons gets out of the zone for Keenan Howard, but he wasn't ready for it. And now back for Duncan Chisholm, who will throw it back in the zone. Dre Burke fell down to a knee. Now here's the Thunder again. There's a shot and a save made by Duffy. Goes back out. Merchant will swing it over for Chisholm. Played back in the near side corner. Dre Burke will wrap it all the way around. Stepping back on the ice. I believe Stock got right back to the ice, and it's thrown back in. Seth Stock literally took a 10-second break and got back on the ice. You don't think this is an important game to empty the tank here? Dre Burnt will play it up for Keenan Howard off of his stick. Now Stock has it. Back for Howard again. His second line's been out there for a while here for the Caps. It looks like Rafe Briggs, he will be joining that team back out on the top line. And offside will be called coming in as Hayden Holick brought it in offside.
These kids are having so much fun out here that you hate to have your line go off.
I was going to say, literally Seth Stock was there.
You can't wait to get back on the ice.
Yeah, he sat down and popped right back off the bench. I don't even know if he sat down very long.
So here's the face-off in the neutral zone. That's going to be won here by the Capitals as Isaac Pollock will throw it off the boards. And then it's now here to be played for Tyson Dunbar. He'll throw it off of his shoulder from Hunter Wallop. It's going to be from Hayden Holick. And then it's going to be thrown back in by Isaac Pollock. Pollock and Chris Schultz have been two defensemen that I think their blood pressure, I don't think, has raised a single notch in this game. They're so calm about everything. That went off the linesman, and then it's thrown off of a stick of the Rushmore bench, so it'll be a puck out of play. I tell you guys that the two guys of Chris Schultz and Isaac Pollock, I've never seen them get any kind of nervous.
They just don't get rattled. You know why it is? Because they practice like they play. And it's what they do every night in practice.
The face-off will be at the center ice dots, and it's won by Rushmore, but it goes all the way down. DeVries will get it, and he has to cover for the whistle. So the Caps now will get an offensive zone face-off out of this.
Well, and it doesn't matter if you play on the first line, the second line, or the third line. There is no distinction here. You've got to be on top of your game all the way along.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah.
Face-off to the left of DeVries. It's taken by Martin. It was off of Rafe Briggs' helmet and then played back for Elliott Life, who will swing it into the near side corner. Rushmore Thunder there first. Back for Rafe Briggs. Is flipped off of a couple of different gloves, but the last person to touch it was able the first one to play it. It was Tyson Dunbar, and then a hand pass is called on Isaac Pollock. So we will get the puck out of the zone. With 14-14 to go, 8-5 in shots. Only one shot so far here in the second period. It came for Rushmore. Kieran Duffy made that save. Face-off is won here by the Rushmore Thunder. Back in their own end is Seth Stock as he will turn with it. Stock goes off the boards, played back, and now here is Alec Humke with it. Back checking is Elliott Life. He knocked down Humke. Played back over for Seth Stock though. Stock will backhand it around the boards into the near side corner. It will be played by a couple different players, and they'll tie up. And the Capitals look like they come away with it. It is now Rafe Briggs. Rafe Briggs for Andy Gordon. And it will be an icing. No, it will not be icing. They waved it off. And it's now here for Seth Stock again. I don't think Stock has been off the ice except for those 10 seconds so far in this second period. Chris Schultz plays it back up for Rafe Briggs. And now Briggs lost it off of his stick. That new sheet of ice to start the second period turns into some troublesome trying to hold on the puck. Here's Dre Burt. He'll sidestep a check. And then it goes back by the Rushmore Thunder. Played in the neutral zone. Good stick there from John Lyons to eliminate another stick from, that one was from Carson Ritter. Pass over for Keenan Howard as they'll bring it in. He'll wind up with a shot, and that's a save made by DeVries into the net for a puck out of play with 12:59 left to go here in the second period. So it'll be Ashton Grease. Excuse me. We're going to have the third line out there for a little bit here. Rushmore's got their last guy coming off the ice. That was Devin Dodson that took the face-off. And then now here comes the Rushmore Thunder in the zone, 2-on-2 in. It'll be played back. Ryan Wadeen played around. Here's a shot that goes wide. Wadeen tried to ice it looked like, but then Dre Burt now will throw it down to ice it. And it just goes wide of DeVries for an icing. And as soon as that icing went, the top line will jump right back out on the ice.
Yeah, you don't want to give those guys too big a break right now, although you're going to probably want to save some legs for the end of this one. But in 2-1, you've got to go.
12:38 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will come out to the blue line. Rafe Briggs going to get it out. That shot goes wide of Duffy, and he just watched it go to the side of the net. Missed it by that much. As it'll be back around to be played again in the corner. And here's a chance. There's a shot that goes in the net, or in the top net, not in the back of the net, as it's going to be just out of play. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt at KSDR Watertown. And, of course, you're watching on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube.
Rushmore does a good job of getting a guy in front of the net. Duffy's had a guy in front of him all day.
Puck is dropped here in the neutral zone. It will be taken by Briggs as it will come in to the neutral zone, back into the neutral zone, and dumped in by Rushmore. Kieran Duffy, he gets run into by Hipsag, and a penalty's
That's going to be a penalty every time.
Yeah, I know that the goalie's got the puck, but you can't run into him like that, especially as he was getting rid of the puck. So Hipsag's going to the penalty box for a roughing minor.
It surely wasn't a violent hit, but it was. Nonetheless, he hit him pretty good.
Interference.
He's like any other player out there. He's out of the crease. He's not in the nets.
We talked about that, didn't we, Jeff?
We have.
So
if he has the puck, he's fair game, right?
Yeah.
But Hipsag is in the box for 2 minutes or less. A bouncing puck will come over to Duffy. He'll play it up with his stick. And now here is Rafe Briggs with it. Briggs will turn. And Briggs a pass over now for Gordon. Up for Elliott Life. Life will try and dump it in. It'll be around the boards, off the stick of DeVries. And then Isaac Pollock from the far side corner. As one of the Cowell players hit the deck, goes Elliott Life. It'll come back out for Gordon. He'll play it back down, off the boards for Elliott Life. Life will avoid it one check. And now he'll pass it back over for Briggs, but a diving play as Kieran Duffy started to come back out. Miles Retzer chasing after Briggs, and then Briggs will make a move to get around Retzer. And back the other way come the Hawaii Capitals. And Briggs is in the attacking end. Briggs with a shot. That one goes wide of DeVries. Goes back out of the blue line where Elliott Life was able to backhand, keep it in the zone. Chris Schultz will wrap it around the boards to be played back for Andy Gordon. Gordon with a shot through, and a save made. It's loose, and then DeVries will finally cover it up to get a whistle with 11:10 to go. He was blindly stabbing at that puck to try and figure out where it's at.
He couldn't find it. Schultz was back there just trying to get any type of piece of that puck laying next to the goalie. DeVries kind of lost that on one of his pads. It was loose for a long time.
Still a minute 2 left to go on the power play, so there's still plenty of time here for the Caps, who are 1 for 2 so far on the Pelican Power Sports power play. Faceoff will be the right of DeVries. It'll be played to the corner. Jaden Floor will get to it. His pass comes back out for Dre Burt. His shot through. That one goes wide. Might have been redirected wide. John Lyons will play it back behind the net. Seth Stock will try and get it out. Went off the referee, I believe it did. And now Seth Stock another chance, and he will throw that all the way down. It hit the top of the face-off circle on the other end before it finally hit the ice. He got a lot on that one. Keenan Howard, he'll play it up now for Jaden Floor. And Floor will turn and back in, dump it in. Seth Stock's the first one there, off the glass, and it went off the painted glass to come Kareem out of the zone. And now it's back in by Keenan Howard. On his backhand dump in. Played back around, and that one was not kicked by Dre Burt to keep it in. So there's only 18 left to go. Ashton Grease, he'll turn around and play it. Now Ashton Grease will turn. It looks like somebody was waving to the camera here. That's kind of fun. So here's Ashton Grease again now with it. Grease will turn. He couldn't get a shot away. Penalty's coming to an end as Dre Burt now has it. Burt plays it over for Howard. So it's back to 5-on-5. Howard will throw it in for the blue line. That's nearly where he scored the overtime winner against Brookings. Well, one of their 2 losses this year. Goes off the stick, off the skates, and Ryan Hipsag back in. That pass gets deflected back behind the nets where the Caps are trying to get their top line back out there. They got 2 of the 3. It's dumped back in by Seth Stock, who, again, I don't think he's left the ice except for 10 seconds so far this second period. That goes off the glass all the way down. It's going to go on net, so there won't be an icing. Nope, it just missed the net. It went through the blue paint, but it missed the net, so we get an icing.
Just enough.
This is exactly why you play hockey all year. Great moments like this.
Seth Stock is actually going to the bench. This is the first time I've seen Seth Stock go to the bench.
We'll get him on camera here to make sure everybody just knows he's actually on the bench.
I was going to say, we need a tracker here to see when he goes right back onto the ice.
I'll watch.
Cale Delzer has the puck. It'll come free behind the net now for Humke. Mason Marr with a shot and a save made by Duffy. And he'll cover for the whistle with 9:19 left to go here in the second period. This next goal is a huge one. We're either going to be tied or Caps have a 2-goal lead. This is a huge goal upcoming.
Absolutely.
At some point.
The next one's huge.
Because you can't expect this to be a 2-1 hockey game the rest of the way. Caps win the faceoff. They'll get it out of the zone. That was Rafe Briggs that got it out of the zone. It'll be played back in by Rushmore. And then the near side on the boards, Mason Martin He'll play it back around to the corner, and Isaac Pollock will reverse the angle, and Andy Gordon will backhand it and get it out of the zone. Merchant was backing away from it, so it came out offside. And then Andy Gordon on the delayed offside carried it out of the zone, and he'll dump it in. And DeVries will leave it back behind the net. Mason Martin, he'll turn with it, and he gets it over for Merchant. This is the longest we've seen Seth Stock off the ice. This won't go all the way down. It will be an icing at will. And I bet you Seth Stock's going to step on the ice again. Haven't seen him come over the boards yet.
Not since 9:26.
And there he comes. Nope, that was not him.
He's resting.
Boy, I was going to say you almost need to give him a rest because he's been on the ice for 6 minutes of this period. I mean, he's got the engine to do that, but, Gray Burt will keep it in the zone. That one played off of a high stick. And then it was not touched first
Yeah, we're going to have a high stick.
Yeah, it was not touched first by Rushmore. It was touched first by the Capitals. So the high stick it's not a high stick penalty. It was just played by a high stick, so it will be all the way on the other end. An offensive zone face-off here for the Rushmore Thunder. 8:33 to go here in the second period. Face-off is won here by Rushmore. Played it over. Grady Olson all the way through, but Kieran Duffy saw it all the way and gets a save with 8:26 to go.
I think Duffy had his glove up before he shot.
He knew exactly where that puck was
coming right at him.
He turned it over like a catcher, the backhand catch. That one a face-off that goes off the skate of Jaden Floor, just went wide of Duffy. Here's Jaden Floor again from his own end. He'll turn with it, throws it across the slot, and then Ryan Wadeen couldn't get it out. Comes in front, and a good job by the Capitals. That was Jaden Floor to check his man off the puck, and it's flipped into the zone, and it will go down for an icing. The first man to get over to it was Petrado, but he wasn't quite there yet.
Stock's back on the ice.
So how long of a break was that,
He went from 9:26 to 8:02.
So he did get a minute break.
Yeah.
That might be the only minute break he gets the rest of the second period.
That should be enough.
Good thing these kids are in high school. There's no way. I'm 27. There's no way I could do that. Here's Isaac Pollock. I say that like there's not 27-year-olds in the NHL that could probably do that. As here is a pass across.
In a little better shape than you are, though.
Your training regimen isn't the same.
A little bit better shape is an understatement. As Seth Stock has it behind the net.
We'll leave John alone.
Seth Stock has it. He'll fake the pass, and now he'll carry it in the neutral zone. Stock will now carry in the offensive end. Stock with a shot that goes high over Duffy. Comes back in front, and Stock scores. And we are tied at 2. And there's that big goal. And Seth Stock on the ice does it again against the Oahe Capitals.
If he'd have stayed on the bench for another minute, the Oahe Capitals would be better off.
And when he's on the bench, he's constantly telling his teammates what's going on out there. He's actually coaching while he's on the bench.
Yep, certainly a leader, that's for sure. Well, we knew it wasn't going to stay at 2-1.
We are tied at 2 as the faceoff is going to be taken by the Rushmore Thunder. And dumped in just past the stick of Kieran Duffy.
Stock is off right now again.
That comes in front, and then we'll have
a pile up into the cage
as the net comes off its moorings, and we get the whistle.
That was a Rushmore player that hit the corner post pretty hard. A cross check down there.
Yeah, the Caps are going to get a penalty against him. Isaac Pollock, I believe, is going to go. So Isaac Pollock is going to the box for a 2-minute cross check. And with 7:16 left to go, all of a sudden the momentum is back in the Rushmore Thunder, who are 1 for 1 in the power play. They score here, they take the lead right back. Face-off is won by Rushmore. They hold the zone. Good stick there by Cale Delzer to hold the zone in. Delzer in the backhand trying to get in front for Wallop. Could not. Now here's a chance again as the Rushmore Thunder played across. Seth Stock's waiting for it. Delzer has it. Delzer with a shot gets blocked down. Duffy's at the top of the crease. They'll get back off the side of the net on the shot from Cale Delzer. Delzer still has it. Passes it back over for Stock. He'll walk the line. Stock at the point. Passes it across over. Nearly lost off the stick. FASTENAL a chance, and now here's Rafe Briggs as he'll carry it in. Briggs is going to carry in with a shorthanded chance, and that shot goes high as he couldn't really get that speed going. Set Stock had an opportunity to get back to him, and Rafe Briggs didn't get all the way in to get a shot away. And now here's a chance again. Elliott Life took a swipe at it, could not, and now in the zone come the Rushmore Thunder again. Stock with another chance, and there's a glove save made by Duffy with 6:19 left to go here in the second period. I'll tell you what, another underrated thing about goalies is being able to shake off a goal.
Yeah.
Because it especially after Duffy let the goal in, I'm not saying it's his fault, but it's tied 2-2. Then all of a sudden you're on the penalty kill. It's easy to kind of say, well, here we go. They're going to score on me again. And to be able to forget about it is a huge underrated aspect of a goalie.
And good goalies can do that.
Yeah.
Here's Duncan Chisholm. His pass goes off the stick and will be played back for Dre Burt at the blue line. Off the boards, goes down, will hit the referee, so it didn't go all the way down. It was not going to be icing anyway as the Caps are killing a penalty. This is turned over, though. Ashton Grease now as he'll play it off the boards to himself. Try to get it towards the front of the net with Andy Gordon. Elliott Life, Rafe Briggs are on the forward line for killing penalties. On the top line, and the second line is Ashton Grease and Andy Gordon. 27 to go here on the main advantage for Rushmore. That's thrown down by Gordon. And DeVries will tee it up behind the net to be taken here by Rushmore. Pass goes across. Nearly intercepted by Ashton Grease. Couldn't get the stick back around in time to play it. And that's carried in by Hipsack. Good stick there by Jaden Floor. And Floor will clear the zone. That should just about do it here for the power play as it rolls on its edge all the way towards the goal. And now here's Seth Stock with it. Stock will backhand flip it across. Caps are back to full strength. Bring in the zone. Dunbar with a shot save made by Duffy. The rebound's loose, but cleared behind the net by John Lyons. And then backhanded pass, trying to get to the slot. There's another chance for the Rushmore Thunder. Comes in front, save made. A rebound, another save made. And nobody can get his Ratzer. He fell the ice, going to get a shot away. As Duffy was down, here's a chance for Dunbar. A shot, that was blocked by Dre Burns. Guys are all over the place falling right now. 4:45 to go in the second period. Comes back to the slot the other side. Here's Hunter Wallop. If he played back around, Hayden Holick, that'll try and play it back around. Keaton Howard will take the puck, exit the zone, plays it down. He's going to try and race after to get to it. He will. He'll shot from the side, and a save is made by DeVries on a tough angle. And then the puck is behind on the top of the nets, and we get a whistle with 4:26 left to go.
That's what you call a flurry of shots for the Rushmore Thunder. Wow.
My goodness, that was wild. And all the guys that were hitting the deck for Rushmore and for the Caps, they were trying to block shots. Rushmore was trying to get shots, but they couldn't keep on their skates either.
Duffy had his helmet off over there, getting a little air, I think.
Caleb Merchant will pass it over for Alec Humke, turns it over in his own end. Briggs with a shot and a glove save made by DeVries. Trying to go top shelf again, and DeVries made that glove save.
In case you guys aren't aware, Rafe Briggs is a pretty good hockey player. Yeah. Did you see that play?
Yeah. That was
good.
He's been doing that for the 3 years that I've been covering the Hawaii Capitals.
Yeah.
It seemingly drops my jaw every time. There's a shot from Chris Schultz, gets blocked up on the faceoff. Here's a backhand chance that I don't think got through. Comes back in front for Briggs. His shot again blocked up. Back for Chris Schultz again. Plays it over for Pollock. One-timer goes wide. Chris Schultz on the backhand pass. Elliott Life. There's a lot of Rushmore players around. And somehow Isaac Pollock was able to get it all the way through. Then he couldn't keep it in the zone. Alec Humke's going to race after it, along with Chris Schultz. Schultz will be the first one to get to it, though. He overskated the puck. Now Humke has it. Humke gets time on the boards, try to come out in front. It'll be played back out for Dunbar with 3:40 to go here in the second period. Mason Martin, his pass gets blocked up by Pollock, and he'll flip it out of the zone. And it'll go all the way down. It was not going to go far enough for an icing. Seth Stock will take in. The Caps are in the midst of a change as Stock will come out of his own end. Hipsack will carry it in the zone. Hipsack fan on the shot. Then flipped out again. And it will go down for an icing with 3:15 left to go, 3:16 to go here in the second period. Rushmore has now gotten 13-12 in shots advantage. After being down 8-4 after the first period, they've outshot the Caps 9-4 in this second. So here's a face-off to the left of Duffy, Wallop, and Ashton Grease. The face-off is won here by the Thunder. There's a shot off the blocker of Duffy. And then Jaden Floor couldn't get it out of the zone. Here's Hipsag with it. Hipsag will turn, a pass over, and they score. Rushmore makes it 3-2. And they dogpile over in the corner as the pass came from Hipsag. The patience of Hipsag to get it over to Walla was impressive.
Yeah, that showed a lot of patience right there. And Duffy kind of got stuck, kind of got caught looking on his right-hand post. And they made him pay wide open on the backside.
So Hipsag has now, Walla has given Rushmore the lead back. They lead 3-2 with 3:05 to go here in the second period. Here is now Jaden Floor. His pass goes across for Andy Gordon. And Gordon plays it up for Rafe Briggs. Briggs is carrying it in, trying to get a backhand pass for Life, and that one goes wide. And then Life gets thrown in the boards. A penalty is coming up, and it's going to be on Rushmore.
Going to be an interference call.
And so the Capitals are going to go right back to the power play with 2:49 to go here in the second period.
Elliot Life, he went into the boards pretty hard there, and he looked over at the referee, and the hand went up. Thought he was hit a bit illegally, or held, I should say.
So Chisholm will go to the box for interference with 2:49 to go here in the second period. Caps are 1 for 3 so far in the power play. And the faceoff will be won here by the Rushmore Thunder, and they will clear it all the way down. Duffy will wait for it to be played up, and he'll play it around. Back for Gordon. Gordon nearly lost the puck. It'll be played back here for Life. Elliott Life a pass. Chris Schultz will play it off the boards, and here comes Chris Schultz in. Schultz will try and throw it towards the net. Nope, they're offside though. So 2:26 left to go. That Wallace scores from Hipsag. That's the only assist. Came from Ryan Hipsag. And with 2:26 left to go here in the second period, a 3-2 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. On the neutral zone, a face-off. That's won here by the Capitals, and Rafe Briggs will carry it in. Briggs on his backhand, one hand on his stick trying to pass it to the front. And then off the boards and around, and it goes out of the zone. It'll be played back here for Kieran Duffy. And Duffy almost skated into his goalpost.
Yeah.
he stumbled a little, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't want to knock the nets off its mooring, because otherwise there would have been an offensive zone face-off for Rushmore. That went at the blue line, doesn't get in. It went off the linesman, I believe. And then we get a whistle, and I believe an offside is called.
Oh, it was a late offside. Real late, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought everybody was checked up okay. But apparently not.
So face off in the neutral zone. It's won here by the Caps. Plays it back over for Rafe Briggs. That came from Chris Schultz. Now he'll carry it in onside, but the Rushmore Thunder will clear it down. 54 left to go here on the power play. 1:40 is left here in the second period, and a 3-2 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. And here is the Capitals. Andy Gordon lost it off of his stick. It's played back in. And Rafe Briggs now will chase after it. And Briggs from behind his own net. Man fell down here. Well, that's Walla. So now a chance for the Caps to go the other way. Rafe Briggs tried to carry it in, and a good stick there from Seth Stock. Who else would do it? And a 2-on-1 developing the other way, shorthanded. Stock will wind up with a shot and a save made by Duffy. It's high up in the air, and then the net will come off its moorings. I believe it came off its moorings. Duffy got ran into, and I believe maybe the net's still on. So 1 minute to play. A high stick is going to be called after it tipped off the stick of Elliott Life.
Capitals are kind of complaining just a little bit that Duffy got ran into.
And
the referee is explaining it to Duffy. No, you didn't get run into. He says, yes, I did.
Why was it on the ground then?
So a little explanation once
Here's
again.
my bruise to prove.
This is a great referee crew.
So the face-off in the Caps' end was won by the Caps. They cleared out of the zone, and then it's dumped back in off the glove of Jaden Floor. His backhand pass. It gets blocked up, and now Cale Delzer has it. Delzer with a diving Dre Burt. Delzer over, a pass, save made. The rebound's loose, and it will come out of the zone with 37 seconds to go. Dre Burt will race after it. He gets bumped into by Petrano, and then Petrano will have the puck back, and he'll try and get it out. That's dangerous for Petrano to try and bump Dre Burt off the puck, because that could have been called an interference if he got more of a hit. Here's Asher Grease carrying it in with 20 seconds to go. There's a shot off the goalpost. Jaden Flores that close to tying it up. And
right
we play
off
back.
The corner.
Here's Keenan Howard trying to keep it in. Or keep it out of the zone. Asher Grease will exit the zone. And it was thrown back in. It was 7 seconds left to go here in the second period. And I think that should do it. Rushmore's still offside, and the referee will blow the play dead with 1.8 left to go. And at that point, you might as well have said, let's just let the period end.
Oh, that would have been a nice one for the Caps.
And so here with 1.8 left to go here in the second period. Face-off is dropped, and both teams say, let's go the third period. So after the Caps led 2-1 after the first period, it's the Rushmore Thunder that lead 3-2 here after the second period. Shots now are in favor of the Rushmore Thunder, 17-12. They outshoot the Capitals 13-4 in that second period. And it is a 3-2 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. We'll step aside, come back with our second intermission. You're listening to the State Tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hey, it's Julia from Oahe Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
For helping people, Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments, fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. We are back here at the Shields Iceplex. It is a 3-2 lead for the Rushmore Thunder after 2 periods. John Michael alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. And Rushmore was the better team in that second period. No question about it. 13-4 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder in that second period. They score both goals. And that's the talk of why you coming out here in the second period, now in the third period, playing an even hockey game.
Well, the Rushmore Thunder have a little bit of an advantage right now, not only in the scoreboard but with the momentum. But we still talk about you got to play 3 periods of hockey, and this game's going to come down to some kind of a fluke play, I think.
Yep, it's gonna come down to a bouncing puck.
Yeah,
probably,
exactly.
Somewhere along the line.
They're very evenly matched.
Yep.
They could play 100 times, and each one would win 50.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, though, is that Rushmore has won both games so far. If they win this one, they get a 3-game sweep of the Hawaii Capitals. So
it's hard to do.
It's hard to do.
Especially against a good team.
But the Rushmore Thunder are also 17 minutes away from making that happen. And, of course, we said at the end of the first period that 2-1 is not going to hold up. I don't think 3-2 is going to hold up.
No,
I think we're going to see a couple more goals in this third period.
No.
And if you're the Hawaii Capitals, it's pretty simple of what didn't go well in that second period was we didn't get shots and we were playing too much in our own end. We've got to be able to go the other way and go back to the, I guess now you're going back to the other way that you scored the first 2 goals, but we've got to get back on the attacking end.
I thought Rushmore did a really good job of holding their own zone. We played in front of Duffy a lot that time in a flurry of shots. I don't even know if all of them got up on the board because it seemed like there was a lot more or just a lot of really loose pucks down in front of the net. And there was a scramble quite a few times, but Rushmore kept it in the zone. They did a great job holding it in.
And both goalies are playing really well. You know, we've talked about DeVries being the guy that they're going to shoot high on. I think he got it figured out in that first intermission, saying, all right, they're going to shoot high on me. I've got to be ready for every high shot to come my way, and he made some pretty good saves in that second period. There wasn't a whole lot of saves to be made in the second period, but he made some pretty good saves.
2 quality goaltenders going in this one. There's no other way to say it.
We'll see some quality goaltenders going in the next game, too. Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 will be playing in the other state semifinal. That's going to be a doozy, just like this one is.
Yeah.
We might finish the day with 3 really good close games all the way through. We saw the first game was close, but it wasn't close at first. If you didn't catch it, Huron, they were down 7-1 to Sioux Center and came all the way back to make it 7-6, but ended up losing 8-6. That was a fun game. And then it was a 2-1 win for Sioux Falls 1 over Watertown that was scoreless through 2 periods.
Well,
and now
8:48 to go in the game.
Yeah, that's right. The first goal didn't get scored until the final 10 minutes. We've seen some really good hockey games so far. We still got another period left of this one of what should be a good finish of this hockey game.
Yeah, well, and Jeff said it before this game started. These 2 teams right here are about the best that South Dakota has to offer. They really do. At varsity hockey, of course, you have the Brookings and you have the Sioux Falls too, but boy, when you match up these 2 teams, it's pretty good.
And if you're Brookings, you're watching this game going, we got to beat, whether we win or lose this next game, we got to beat one of the teams that beat us.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen, that very often. Brookings lost to the Caps in overtime. They lost to Rushmore in regulation, the only 2 losses they had. Now you look at the other end, the Caps only lost to Rushmore twice in Brookings, so they've got to beat both teams if they want to win a state championship. I don't want to say most likely because Sioux Falls 2 could easily win. But yeah, there's these top 4 teams. There's not a whole lot of separation.
Of the 4 remaining teams, counting these 2 and the next 2, Sioux Falls 2 is probably the team that most people would figure doesn't have the greatest chance to get into the finals.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't count them out.
I wouldn't either.
That's a good hockey team.
I would not count them. I think everybody going in this tournament says it's going to be Brookings or Rushmore or the Capitals.
Yes.
Right. And that was it. And nobody was talking about Sioux Falls 1 or Sioux Falls 2. And I think Sioux Falls 2 is coming with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Saying, no, you guys don't. And maybe they come out and play loose because nobody expects them to win. Because,
right.
we talked about that in the girls' tournament. There's a lot of teams that weren't expected to win. It was going to be Aberdeen and Sioux Falls. And, of course, Aberdeen and Sioux Falls played the state championship, but nobody expected the other teams to win. I think Sioux Falls 2 is maybe thinking that nobody's expecting us to win. Well, why not go out there and do it?
Yeah. Well, and Sioux Falls 2 will play with all those 3 teams. They'll play right along with them. And it can go any way with these 4 teams, but boy, it sure does make for a nice tournament.
Yeah.
And these last 2 games, and of course tomorrow, it makes for a good tournament. The level of play that's in South Dakota right now, as far as varsity boys hockey,
has never been better.
As good as it's ever been. Yeah, it really is. Skill level of these kids is way better than it was, and I think you can look even 5 to 6, 7 years ago. It was not the skill level of what we're seeing today. So hats off to South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association because they make a lot of that happen throughout the year and all the hard work that's done behind the scenes. And, of course, the coaches and all the associations are just doing a fantastic job to make South Dakota hockey what it is.
Well, and what also plays into this is you have now several sheets of ice that are open all year round.
Yep,
These
a lot
kids
of factors.
can play, yeah.
Yep, a lot of factors.
I want to remind you that you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt as well as KSDR Watertown. As we have played 2 periods, we'll step aside, come back with more of the second intermission. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Oahe Capitals.
At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness
came in dripping
with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
As we welcome you back here, the Shields Iceplex, a 3-2 lead for the Rushmore Thunder after scoring 2 goals. Those goals in the second period were scored by Seth Stock and Hunter Walla to give them a 3-2 lead, 17-12 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. Power plays, Caps are 1 for 4 on the power play. Then Rushmore is 1 for 2 on the power play. That's where we sit through 2 periods. We got the third period, an exciting third period coming for you next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
RELIABANK's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your RELIABANK account.
Visit your local RELIABANK branch or go to RELIABANKmortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only, subject to loan approval.
It's RELIABANK's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals.
At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We are back here at the Shields Iceplex for the starts of the third period. John Wickler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. And we welcome you listening on Capital City Rock or on 1480 KSDR or watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Love to see all of you that are watching, as we've had close to 500 of those watching at a time. And that's just including one screen. That's not including how many people are there. That's fantastic.
It would be a lot more if all of Pierre wasn't here.
Right.
Yeah.
They're from one line to my left all the way down to the right. This place is full on the Pierre side.
And thank you to each and every one of you that are watching and listening to this state tournament and have watched the last 2 weekends, because that is what makes it worth it for us, especially to see all the views and all the comments. Yeah. Well, I should say that makes it worth it for us, because we will do it without the comments, but to see all the people that have been watching and listening has been fantastic.
Well, the good comments anyway.
Right, yeah.
We don't listen to the bad ones.
That's right. Face off at center ice, 17 minutes on the clock. It's the exciting third period. 3-2 Rushmore leads, and we're underway here in the third period as Seth Stock will get the face-off back from the Rushmore Thunder. Thrown back in by Andy Gordon, played back by Tyson Dunbar on the backhand pass for Stock, as he'll play it up the boards and into the zone for Cale Delzer now. Delzer backhand around, back into the front of the net. The blue paint, and Kieran Duffy was out of position, but it was cleared away. Here's Seth Stock with a shot. That one got blocked out, never got to the net. And now Andy Gordon will play it off the glass and down, and the Caps have iced the puck. Just 29 seconds in this third period.
A lot of blue paint down there. You saw it also, John. A lot of paint.
There was all the blue paint. Duffy.
The net was wide open.
Again, and that's why white goalies, they'll go out and they start chipping up the ice right away, because they don't want to slide as much as what they do at the beginning of a period. Face off into the Capitals' end to the left of Kieran Duffy is won by the Caps. Thrown around but not out. Caleb Merchant will pinch in and hold the zone. He'll get all the way down to the corner and then back behind the net. Mason Martin stepped back to the defensive position. And now it's back for Cale Delzer, but Merchant took the puck away from his own teammate and is knocked down by Delzer. He tried to get to the front of the net, could not. The pass comes in front. It's held in by Merchant. Comes over now. There's a shot from Chisholm that Duffy never saw, and it went back into the corner. Here's Merchant with a shot. That's tipped, and that one goes high. Boy, good redirect there from Delzer. And then not cleared out of the zone. It was chipped up by Andy Gordon, but not out. Here's another chance. That one goes high again, and that one will come out of the zone. And back for Seth Stock with 15:45 to go in the third period. Short pass for Mason Martin. Martin didn't get a whole lot on that pass, and he'll throw it back in. That was from Chris Schultz, as they'll get a quick change here. Second line is out for the Hawaii Capitals, as well as their second line defenseman. Dre Burt now has it. Burt will wait for the Caps to get back on side, as he'll carry it in the zone. They'll try and play it back for Grease. And Ashton Grease from the corner. That shot, that one got blocked down, and it will come out of the zone. It goes all the way down, and it will be an icing with 15:20 left to go here in the third period. Caps had just 4 shots in that second period. Rushmore had 13. We have not seen a shot yet in the first minute 40 of this third period. Ashton Grease will take the face-off to the left of DeVries. And it's won by the Rushmore Thunder. That was one, and then that one was not gloved down by Dre Burke. Kieran Duffy will come out of the net, then went back into the net. Jaden Floor will be the first one to get to it. And then it'll be played back up here for Ashton Grease. And Grease will try and play it over for John Lyons. And here's John Lyons. He scored a goal, his first varsity goal yesterday, to give the Caps that 8-2 win over the Huron All-Stars. Jaden Floor gets pinned to the boards. Lyons with a pass across. That one got off the stick of Dawson Worth and out of the zone. And then back for Brady DeVries to tee it up behind his net for Seth Stock. I don't know how much Seth Stock will be off the ice in this third period, considering how much he was off the ice, how little he was off the ice last period.
Like a minute and a half.
Hunter Walla will ice the puck. Nope, we will not ice the puck. Coach Steele was looking for an ice. You can hear from all the way across the other end. Call for an icing. Dre Burt, that'll be tipped by Andy Gordon, and that will be an icing. It's the fun thing about covering a team for the last couple of years and I can hear Coach Steele's voice out of everybody else's.
You can pick it out.
I can pick it out of the crowd. I mean, I hear one thing that he says, I know exactly who it is. Everybody's going, how did you hear that? Well, it's just, I can hear Steele's voice sometimes. Yeah, well, as Isaac Pollock will carry the zone to the blue line, a shot and a glove save made by DeVries. He got turned around. He got turned to the side a little bit when he made that save.
He did.
And he wisely hung on to it.
Well, sometimes those shots will come at a little bit different speed, kind of like a changeup in baseball, and it kind of gets them out of whack.
Face off. The top line for the Capitals, but they couldn't keep it in the zone. Back for Chris Schultz. He'll throw it into empty space and off the boards. And here's Andy Gore with a breakaway. Gordon in, a shot and a save made by DeVries. Could have tied the game up, but DeVries held strong. Isaac Pollock played it back over for Gordon. Now he's a pass for Live. Back for Gordon from his skates. He couldn't get the shot to go either. And it's back for Pollock again. DeVries is trying to get back up. He lost his helmet and put it back on while the play's still going on. And the Rushmore Thunder will ice the puck with 13:44 to go.
Those were some fantastic shots by the Capitals, showing great patience, especially on the last one. He could have easily just shot that and he passed it over to a teammate.
And DeVries lost his helmet, or he took his helmet off and put it back on, and they never blew the play dead.
Well, while the puck was live, he puts his helmet back on.
So the Caps have gotten now 3 shots in this period. And I think the Caps, there's a couple seconds that ticked off the clock. I think they're going to get put back on. It should be about 13:44 to go here in this third period.
Normally when the helmet comes off the goalie, the whistle dead.
Yeah, that was odd to see that happen and that the play wasn't blown dead. They did not put any time back on the clock, I don't believe, as it will be now played back up here. Alec Humke is in. Humke with a shot and a save made by Duffy. Trying to get a short side shot, and then it will be played back around. Here's Seth Stock will keep it in the zone and around the boards to be played here for Humke again. Humke back over for Martin. He lost the puck to Rafe Briggs, and now here comes Briggs in the attacking end. Briggs with a shot, and that one goes wide. Might have gone off the stick of Dyson Dunbar. On the near side, back over for Martin, and Martin on the back end. We played back over for Pollock. Pollock back for Dunbar now for the Rushmore Thunder. Good pass off the boards. That pass, though, intercepted by Chris Schultz. Good job there by Schultz to step up to intercept that pass. But back for Seth Stock again as he didn't get all the way deep. Stock with a good pass over, and it will come in the zone, but Dre Byrne is there. And the pass, that will come offside as it went all the way in the zone before Alec Humke was able to bring it back out. 12:49 left to go here in the third period. Caps have had 2 really good chances, but they weren't able to score on DeVries. This game could easily be tied if DeVries didn't make 2 big saves. And Dre Byrne off the boards for John Lyons. Now Keenan Howard. He'll try and run through Caleb Merchant, who dropped to a knee. Looked like he was going to try and throw an old-fashioned hip check. But it'll be out for John Lyons. And now here's John Lyons again after Jaden Floor fell the ice. Here's Ashton Grease now. And Grease. He'll carry it in the attacking end. Grease trying to get around Merchant. He did get around him, but he lost the puck. He'll regain it. Trying to chip it up for Keenan Howard. And now the Rushmore Thunder will get it out, but it will come in the bench. And we get another whistle with 12:09 left to go here in the third period. I believe that's the Plager hip check back in the day.
Yeah, Barkley Plager. yeah, Barkley Plager.
Flagger?
Plager.
All right.
Yeah. Barkley Plager. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that goes back a few years.
As it'll be played back for Dre Byrne. I've heard that Barkley Plager hip check all my life.
Yeah.
Love that from the St. Louis Blues. Tyson Dunbar, he'll get it out. I never miss a chance to talk about the St. Louis Blues if I get an opportunity.
Bad as me and the Gophers.
Keenan Howard, he'll turn with it and play it out of the zone. And they'll be now here for Dawson Worth. And as Jim likes to say, that's Worth with an eye.
With an eye.
As Jaden Floor.
Still the same.
Passes over. And then it's thrown back in by Miles Retzer.
Still Worth just as much.
Kieran Duffy teed it up behind the net. I thought maybe Jaden Floor was thinking he was going to pass it to him, but he just left it there. So now here's Dre Burt. And now Burt will carry it over for Ashton Grease. I think Grease is late on a shift. And it'll be played back now here for Jaden Floor. His pass over for Burt. Burt's thinking offense here as a defenseman. Burt gets tangled up. He gets hooked down. And there will be a penalty coming up to Rushmore.
It is going to be a hook.
And we will get a penalty. And the Capitals will go on their 5th power play now with 11:07 to go here in the 3rd period.
Every penalty will become very important here in this end of this game. 11 minutes remaining. Penalties will come into play. You don't want to really be a man down anytime for the remainder of this one.
Tyson Dunbar is off for 2 minutes for the hook. The faceoff is won by Rushmore. The Caps need a power play goal here. They're down by 1. Back for Andy Gordon. His pass goes across for Life, but it went off the stick. Life didn't see it at first, and it'll be played back up, but it will come out of the zone as Rafe Briggs was playing back, and he couldn't get back to the blue line in time. Here's Andy Gordon over for Elliott Life, off his stick for Rafe Briggs. And Rafe Briggs carries it in. Briggs trying to get to the front of the net, and it will be taken by Chisholm, but Chisholm got his stick lifted, and now it's Chris Schultz trying to get a pass in front, but it was sticked away, and then up the boards for Isaac Pollock to throw it, and it was almost gloved down by Chisholm, and it'll play back out for Andy Gordon. His pass nearly intercepted, but now Rafe Briggs, he got to turn back to the neutral zone. Ryan Hipsag looking to attack shorthanded, and Elliott Life will calmly take the puck away from Hipsag, and a pass goes up for Pollock, and Pollock's in the attacking end. Pollock trying to avoid the check of Seth Stock as it goes in the near side corner. And a couple Cowboy players are there to take the puck. Pass comes in front, and it goes off the side of the net from Rafe Briggs. Here's Isaac Pollock trying to get in front for Schultz, but he couldn't. He failed the shot attempt, and it might have been even a stick lift, as then it will come all the way back down for Kieran Duffy to take. 45 seconds left to go in the power play for the Capitals. Rafe Briggs trying to fight off of a check from the Rushmore Thunder. Andy Gordon now has the puck, and Gordon will bring it in. Gordon, his pass now for Isaac Pollock, taken by Elliott Life. He's at the slot. His shot, he scores! We are tied at 3 with 9:38 to go in the 3rd period.
DeVries got kind of caught on his knees again.
Yeah.
It was almost like the earlier goal. Got down to his knees, and that whole top half of the net was wide open.
And the left side, kind of the short side, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
The high side has been where they've needed to shoot against the Breeze, and they found it that time.
Now the momentum has changed again.
So now we are tied at 3. Elliott Life's second of the game, the second power play goal here for the Capitals, and offside is called. Keenan Howard came in offside along with John Lyons and Ashton Grease.
This is as good as any championship game you're going to get.
I'm telling you, the state semifinals, I'm not taking away from the state championship tomorrow, whoever is playing it, but these state semifinal games sometimes are better than the state championship day.
Yeah.
And here's the Rushmore Thunder getting in the neutral zone, and here's Mason Martin. Good stick there from Dre Burt. He's so good on his stick in the defensive end. Back for Dre Burt again. Trying to get it out of the zone, could not. Comes back to the neutral zone, and it's off of John Lyons, but a delayed offside is called. And we get a whistle with 9:13 to go here in the 3rd period. So the Caps have gotten just 4 shots in this 3rd period and have only had 8 since the end of the 1st period, but they have tied the game up at 3-3. And there's under 10 left to go here in regulation. Here's Seth Stock. His shot. Glove save made by Duffy. Thought about dropping it, but Kildelser is right there, and he thought, nah, better not.
Caps have done a really good job placing their shots. They've really kind of hit their marks when they shoot.
9:06 left to go in the 3rd period. Again, these two teams played. 6-1 win for Rushmore in Rapid City.
Can't believe that.
And a 2-1 win for the Rushmore Thunder in Fort Pierre. A shot gets blocked down. That was Jaden Floor that was diving for it. Well, we've seen a lot of diving plays here by the Capitals and by both teams, really. They know what's on the line. They know a state championship is on the line. There's a penalty coming up again to Rushmore. No, it's going to be the Capitals, I believe. An interference is called to John Lyons. He got taken down, but I think John Lyons is the one that's going to go to the penalty box.
That's exactly what it's going to be.
So John Lyons is in the box for 2 for an interference.
That could have went either way. That could have went either way.
At first I thought, just play on. Then I thought whenever that hand came up that it was going to be on the Rushmore Thunder. But it is on the Capitals, so they are 1 for 2, are the Rushmore Thunder so far on the power play. Seth Stock of the Pelican Power Sports power play. We've seen 3 power play goals so far. 2 for the Caps, 1 for the Thunder. Over for Seth Stock. Stock will play it down forward. There's a shot. They score! No! They wave it off. They say they did score.
Where did it go? They're still celebrating.
They're celebrating, but the referee's waving it off. It's still a 3-3 hockey game.
He's waving it off. He's waving it off.
And the Rushmore Thunder are
They
still,
don't know it yet.
Yeah, they don't know it yet. I don't know what happened. I did not see what happened.
Now he waves it off.
And Coach Hodge is coming down to talk to the referee. Was it? I don't know if it was goalie interference, somebody in the crease, or what exactly happened.
It did go in the net.
I have no idea what happened with that play. That'd be a one where if we get some mic on a referee to be able to say what happened, or we'll see if maybe the PA will have something to say with it. But here's now Hunter Wallop. Hunter Wallop will carry it in. He gets checked in the boards by Jaden Floor. Wallop fell to the ice. Floor will wrap around the boards hard, but not out of the zone. Cale Delzer now has it. Back for Seth Stock, right at the blue line. It comes over for Mason Martin. Martin with a shot that gets blocked down, and it will come free out of the zone with 1:15 left to go. This power play for Rushmore is buzzing. They've looked good yesterday against Sioux Center. They've looked really good tonight. They're 1 for 2, almost for 2 for 3, but they still are in their third power play. There's a feint on attempt by Duncan Chisholm, and then Rafe Briggs fell the ice. Boy, that was really close. The back of his helmet hit the ice. Here's Rafe Briggs, winds up with a shot and blockered down by DeVries. The Caps are looking to get the lead back. 50 left to go here on the power play. That pass just missing Rafe Briggs. Mason Martin can't find it, and now Briggs gets hit from behind by Mason Martin. Here's a chase for the Capitals. They score! A shorthanded goal for Andy Gordon. It's 4-3 with 7:28 to go.
And the Capital fans are loud as it gets right now.
Gordon's got his second of the game. And it's a 4-3 lead. A shorthanded goal for the Capitals. I was too busy looking at Rafe Briggs taking a hit from behind by Mason Martin. Was looking for a referee to play.
Nothing was called down there.
Nothing was called on it. And Rafe Briggs Andy Gordon got in front for a break and got a goal. And it's a 4-3 lead. 7:25 to go here in the third period. Here comes the Rushmore Thunder in. They trail again by 1. Dawson Worth, he lost the puck. Now here's Isaac Pollock. Pollock will just dump it in. Bouncing puck that goes in the glove of DeVries. He almost didn't cover it in time. He still didn't cover it. Pollock gets run into the boards. And we played back out here by the Thunder. And now they're looking to attack. Life missed the check, but Chris Schultz is there. He cleared out of the zone. And Life will send it back to the Rushmore blue line with 8 to go in the power play. Under 7 left to go here in the third period. Here's Seth Stockin. His shot and a save made by Duffy. He started to look like he didn't have it, and then he realized he had it in his glove. 2 seconds left in the power play. 6:50 left to go here in the third period, and the Caps have gotten their lead back 4-3.
DeVries handling the puck down there the last time down was a little bit scary.
Briggs gets the assist. Pollock and Schultz got the assist to Elliott Life's goal. And now here's the Capitals again. John Lyons comes out of the penalty box. His pass is going to go behind Jaden Floor, and he'll backhand it back in the zone. So the Caps don't want to just go back to a defensive mode right now, but they've got to make sure that they clear every puck out of their own end and get it deep when they want to go make a change. There's a big check there from Jaden Floor. And it's still free in the neutral zone. John Lyons couldn't get it out. And it's back behind the net. Here's Dre Burns. He'll throw it down. It'll be played back at Seth Stock at the blue line. Caps are going to make a change here. They've got to be careful here. Rafe Briggs will get back off the ice. They were almost having too many men. Mason Martin lost the puck and then flipped out by Ashton Grease. That's a smart play by Rafe Briggs to realize Ashton Grease did not come off the ice, so they did not get too many men called on him. And then the Rushmore Thunder have iced the puck with 5:55 left to go here in the third period. Again, this is game 1 of our state semifinals. We got another game to go at 7:30 with Brookings and Sioux Falls 2. That is time pending, and that does not mean it's going to start if this game's still playing.
You don't realize how much energy it takes for an announcer.
That puck almost got in the student section, goes off the glass. Chris Schultz with a diving play back over for Isaac Pollock, but it'll come into the far side corner. Mason Martin's a pass for Humke. That went through his feet, and it goes all the way back down, and it should go enough for an icing, and it will, with 5:40 left to go here in the third period. 4-3 is our score. I'm kind of looking forward to a timeout at some point in this third period so I get a chance to catch my breath. Face-off will be to the right of Kieran Duffy. Mason Martin and Elliott Life will take it, and Life won the face-off. He tried to go off the glass, but he could not. He plays it out for Rafe Briggs, but it went too far, and we'll get another icing with 5:33 left to go here in the third period. So here is another offensive zone face-off that will be coming to the right of Kieran Duffy. A 4-3 lead for the Capitals here in the state semifinal. The winner will meet the winner of Brookings and Sioux Falls 2. That will be coming up after this one. Seth Stock plays it across over for Dunbar. Dunbar's shot, and that goes in the net off the save made by Kieran Duffy. And Duffy's a goalie that he likes to play outside the crease. He does not like to be back in his crease very often.
Yeah, he does. He's aggressive.
And we will have the face-off to the left of Kieran Duffy as he stands on his toes outside the crease. That will be played out. That one's thrown in, and Kieran Duffy will get the glove save for another whistle with 5:19 left to go here in the third period. This is helping both teams out because Seth Stock, I don't know if he's left the ice yet in this third period, but both teams are expelling every energy that they have, but these couple whistles that have kind of slowed things down a little bit gives you a chance to rest. There's a shot by Martin that gets blocked down. There's another chance. That one went off the glove of Kieran Duffy. Goes off with the back behind the net. Comes back out in front. Keenan Howard is hurt as he can't get off the ice. And we get the play blown dead. And I don't know if the referee blew the play dead because of Keenan Howard being hurt, or if they blew the play dead because maybe the net didn't come off his moorings. But they will check on Keenan Howard. Boy, that's and again, the Caps have dealt with a lot of injuries here this year.
Yeah.
And no time is a good time for an injury. And no time is especially not fun to have an injury in the state tournament. You know, Howard's a junior, so he's got another year left. But you hope that he can come back
tomorrow.
Tomorrow and play this game, or even tonight, because they need him down the stretch as well.
Yeah.
But the way he could not get up is not good.
Yeah.
And this is not what I wanted from a timeout of any kind. But Keenan Howard, he will get up.
Oh, he's up.
But he's a kid.
Yep.
He's
pushed
resilient.
off.
There
he
we go.
pushed off and stood up on the leg that he hurt. He's going to be back. He'll play this game yet.
That's huge to see Keenan Howard be able to stand up and then skate off on his own power.
Mom and Dad holding their breath for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
5:07 to go here in the third period. The faceoff is won by the Rushmore Thunder. The shot and a save made by Duffy. Another chance and another save made. Humke was able to slide on his backside and be able to get a pass across. And then we'll clear the zone. That went off the stock, so there is no icing. With 4:50 to play here in the third period. 4-3 hockey game. We're one shot away from a tie game or a two-goal lead. And there's a check. I don't know, high stick is going to
be a high stick.
It was played by a high stick, and then Rushmore touched it next. And again, for both teams.
So no penalty.
Yeah, for both teams, they cannot afford a penalty.
No, you don't want to be a man down. There's just no room for that right now.
You know, either side, you want to play a clean hockey game the rest of the way. Whether we go to overtime or end in 4:40. Here's a shot off the faceoff by Andy Gordon. He's looking for a hat trick. He and Elliott Life have the 2 goals so far for the Oahe Capitals, or have the 4 goals, the 2 each for the Caps. Jaden Florp plays it over for Rafe Briggs, and Briggs a pass. It will be off of a stick, but then taken by Gordon, and then he'll backhand it and gets into the Rushmore zone on the near side. Life chopped at it. He'll throw it in the zone in front of Wallop, and then play back by Merchant. 4:10 left to go here in the third period. Jaden Fleur, the good stick. Andy Gordon will dump it in the zone. Gordon will come off the ice. Elliott Life's going to follow him. Got to look at some of the changes that the Capitals make because they're the ones that they've got to protect the lead. Hunter Wallop, he'll carry it in. And Walla is in. His shot, a save made by Duffy. And that one will come the other way. Duffy was looking to one side. Back from Merchant. And Caleb Merchant, he gets run into by Jaden Fleur. And the referee's hands stay down.
That was a big hit.
Seth Stock back over for Merchant. A diving play looking for a redirect. Jaden Floor got in front of that shot. I don't know if he got a piece of it or not. Now here's Dawson Worth. Worth behind the net with 3:30 to go here in the third period. And Hipsag goes to the ice. Hipsag will turn around. His skate gets caught up in the stick of Dre Burt, and Burt was able to use his body to seal off Hipsag from the puck and then clear the zone with some good backspin to keep the puck from going down for an icing. 3:10 left to go. The Caps have Cord Ellis out on the ice, trying to kill maybe 30 seconds or 45 seconds of a shift here. Maybe he's on as the second line with instead of Keenan Howard. Back for Chris Schultz. Schultz will try and get out of the zone. Could not. There's a shot that goes off of a skate and then goes high. Back for Mason Martin. Martin will throw one that went off of a stick and then goes off the top of the boards. And then played here for Ashton Grease. His backhand pass is held in by the skate, and then back for Ashton Grease, and will throw it down for an icing with 2:43 left to go here in the third period. And who's going to be the first team to take a timeout?
No need to panic here. If you're Rushmore right now, you're down 1 goal. That's not a big mountain to get. You got 2:42 left. Just keep shooting the puck.
No timeout for either side. Braden DeVries is still in net. We'll keep an eye on him as we get closer to the end of this regulation if we're still a 1-goal game. There's a backhand shot that goes wide. A rebound goes wide. Humke, and then the Duffy knocks the net off its moorings with his left skates and a whistle.
I'm not so sure he didn't do that on purpose. He kind of stretched out and stretched back like, I think he was looking for his post.
He might have been. That's
probably good because he was laid out flat.
So a face-off to the left of Duffy, and it's won by the Capitals. Now here's Rafe Briggs to carry it in the neutral zone. Briggs will flip it in the zone with 2:25 left to go. And then it'll be played back around. Hunter Wallop. He'll tie it up with Al Kumke. And then it's out of the zone. Isaac Pollock will try and play it back. The Rushmore Thunder in the midst of a change. And now here's Chris Schultz with 2:08 to go. Tipped by Rafe Briggs in. Right at the center ice line. 2 minutes to play here in the third period. Ashton Grease tapped it back in the zone. Elliot Life's coming off for a change. He was still offside. And then Rafe Briggs will take the puck back, and Dunbar will get it from him because Briggs didn't get his stick over it in time. Isaac Pollock, he'll throw it in the zone. Seth Stock has it. He'll turn with it. We'll keep an eye on DeVries. There's still 100 seconds left to play in this game. In regulation, I should say. Chris Schultz, he'll turn with it. Chris Schultz will get out of the zone. That misses everybody, and it goes down. Was not an icing. They said it was touched. Howard's back out on the ice. Good to see Howard back out, and he'll throw it back around. 1:20 left to go here in the third period. We'll see it DeVries again. I'm sure he's going to be coming off if they get the puck going the other way. Here's Hunter Wall at the blue line, but it's held in by the Capitals. Well, actually, it's going to be offside with 1:11 left to go. Now who's going to be the team to take the timeout? Somebody's going to take a timeout.
I would think somewhere along the line, Rushmore's going to have to talk about this and what the strategy is with 1:11 left. And DeVries is probably going to come out here soon.
And if you're the Capitals, you think about taking a timeout just because the fact that you want to get your guys rested.
Yeah, right.
I don't think there's anybody sitting in the entire stadium right now. 1:07 to go. That pass comes across for Mason Martin. Taken by Rafe Briggs. Briggs will throw it back in the zone. Back over for Merchant. Seth Stock is now on the ice, but I think he's going to be the extra attacker when DeVries comes off the ice.
DeVries is not moved.
Here goes back for Dre Burt. Burt will throw it out of the zone, goes all the way down. DeVries will play it for no icing to try and get the possession here. I'm surprised he didn't let it go for icing to try and then get the offensive zone face-off here. There's 40 seconds left to go. It's tied up in the Rushmore end at the blue line. Now here comes Rushmore in. Rushmore with Delzer. DeVries will go off. 30 seconds left. Merchant now with a shot. Goes all the way through. A save made by Duffy, and they score! With 25.9 to go. Rushmore ties the game with the goalie pulled.
Oh. Well, boys, here we are. 25.9 seconds left.
Overtime.
Do we have time for overtime?
We got all time.
We always have time.
We always got time. But it is 4-4.
Whoa.
The goalie pulled, and Rushmore, off of a rebound shot, was able to beat Duffy in the 5-hole.
Give some credit to Rushmore. And they did it exactly like you're supposed to.
I think Rushmore's taking a timeout right now. 27-18 in shots. Let's see what the goal was scored. I think it was Delzer that got the goal. But that's a huge goal.
Delzer took it into the zone initially, and I know he tried to pass it up. I got a feeling Delzer might have been in back of the net, John. I'm not sure.
He was the first one to lead the line, so I'm not really sure.
Right. Well, he brought it around the back of the net, and he took a pass out in front. He put a pass out front, but I think it went out. Not so sure if it wasn't a defensive guy.
I think Rushmore did take the timeout.
You know who I think it might have been? Well, Merchant put it on from the blue line.
Here we go.
25 seconds remaining in the third period. Number 10,
Delzer. You got it right. He found his way to the puck.
Delzer got the goal, Merchant the assist.
Yeah, Merchant threw it in from the blue line.
So 25.7 to go. Both teams are probably looking to go to the overtime. Well, maybe both teams are looking to try and get this to win. 20 seconds left here in the third period. Seth Stock will sell the puck behind his net. I think maybe the Rushmore's content to go to overtime. Pass comes out. They're looking for maybe one more chance here to try and win this in regulation. Comes back for Rafe Briggs with 7 to go. Briggs over for Elliott Life. Life at the blue line. Delayed offside, and that will do it in regulation. So we will head to overtime for the first time here this year in the state tournament. And these two teams have played two pretty good games.
Do you expect anything less than overtime right now?
And I
Isn't that something?
I believe that overtime.
I think it'll be 10-minute, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
10-minute overtime.
Yeah. Well, no, they're gonna play 17 minutes because they're gonna. We got to have a winner. We got to have a winner. We're gonna play 17 minutes of overtime if we. I believe what they do now here.
I was thinking they would put 10 on. I would think they'd put 10 on there, and then after that, does it go to a shootout? Or no, they play overtime. You're right.
Continuous overtimes here, and I think that they do not scrape the ice here, but they will scrape the ice if we go to a second overtime.
Okay.
However, the last time I think that a team went into overtime in the state tournament was the Caps and Watertown Lakers 2 years ago.
Yeah. That was the longest game in South Dakota history.
Yeah, that was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think they had the Zamboni come out and scrape the ice after the regulation was over with. But they have 5 minutes on the clock that are counting down. So
we're going to have 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's take a commercial break, and we'll come back, and we will have overtime for you. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, and on 1480 KSDR.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the number 17 FASTENAL Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? FASTENAL can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, FASTENAL has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
And we welcome you back here at the Shields Iceplex as it is going to overtime. 4-4 is our score. 27-18 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder as they outshot the Capitals 10-6 in that third period. The goal scored by Cale Delzer made it 4-4 with 25.9 to go. And we are into overtime. They said there's going to be a 10-minute period. What I don't really understand is after 10 minutes, we're going to have to do it all again. So why not play 17 minutes and then give everybody the break?
They'll play as many 10-minute periods as it takes to get this thing over.
There is no shootout, no tie. We are playing until we have a winner by a goal scored at some point. So here we go as we will stay on the same side. It is not a long change. You see it in the NHL where they switch sides. They do not do that here in high school hockey. The Caps are 2-1 in overtime. Rushmore, I don't know exactly what their record is in overtime. It's got to be pretty good because they've got to go 0 losses in overtime because they're 17-3. So 10 minutes are on the clock. Overtime is underway. And the next goal wins it. Cale Delzer tied up, pinballing around in the neutral zone, and it's Cale Delzer that has it. Delzer on the back end. Goes off the glass for Chris Schultz. Now here's Andy Gordon over for Rafe Briggs, and Briggs will carry it in. Any shot can end this state semifinal game. Briggs got to the front of the net, and a cover for a whistle by DeVries. It's going to take a lot to get a penalty called here in overtime.
It is.
It's going to be very egregious to get a penalty in overtime.
This is an excellent referee and crew.
Rushmore did not play an overtime game.
So they're in uncharted territory this year. Last time these two teams played in overtime, the Caps won in Rushmore last year. Trying to get out of the zone, they do. Here's Mason Martin now. Martin will carry it in. Martin gets around. Martin will try and play it back in front, and then there's a good play, and then one of the Capitals right in the net. And that's Chris Schultz.
I thought Martin had a pretty good shot there, and he passed it up.
I thought he did too.
Yeah, I thought he really did.
And if you're in overtime, that I don't know what both coaches are saying, and they're in a much better spot than what I am to be calling this game, coaching this game. But I would say throw everything in the net. If you got an open look, throw it at the net. If you got traffic in front, throw it in the net.
Yeah, and Mason Martin, who is a shooter, I thought for sure he was going to take that.
So here's the face-off to the right of Duffy, and it is won here by the Capitals, but not out of the zone. It's held in here by the Rushmore Thunder. Isaac Polak. It will be turned over. Pass to the slot, and that was intercepted. Here's Rafe Briggs, who will play it across. And it'll be played all the way down for Duncan Chisholm to play. And Chisholm will turn with it. The winner of the state championship, loser will play the third place game tomorrow. LA Live trying to get to the puck, could not get over to it. All 5 Rushmore Thunder players were in their zone, and now here's Ryan Hipsag in. Good play there from Keenan Howard to get it out. LA Live, he'll play it into the neutral zone. John Lyons is over there. And then it's back for Dre Burnt again. And Burnt will turn with the puck. And Burnt will seal off the defender. And now Burnt will exit the zone, but then he lost the puck, along with Merchant falling down next to him. Here's Seth Stock to play it. He's probably played about 40 minutes of this hockey game, of the possible 51 that has played through the first regulation. And that one goes wide from Delzer as he couldn't get a shot away. Looks like Mason Martin again behind the net. Played back for Seth Stock. Stock will throw the net, and a glove save made by Duffy. And we get a whistle with 8:17 left to go here in overtime.
That puck was wide of the net, and Duffy gloved it anyway to try to give his team just a little bit of break. Smart move.
And again, any shot now can end this hockey game. Capitals win the face-off. Burnt will go off the boards. It'll be off of the stick of Howard and Ashton Grease, and now the zone. Played back in. John Lyons will turn with it. And John Lyons from behind his own net will pass it up for Ashton Grease. Played back around. Dunbar now with the puck. And he fans on a pass, but Howard couldn't take the puck. Now here's Mason Martin. An over for Hunter Wallop. And then back to the neutral zone. A couple of Rushmore players hit the ice, so the Caps can get a break here going the other way. And Floor threw it on net from the blue line. And we played back around. Howard scored from the blue line in overtime against Brookings in one of their 2 overtime wins. They beat Sioux Center in the other overtime game. Here's Ashton Grease. That shot and a save is made by DeVries. It'll come back out of the zone. It'll come back here for Jaden Floor. Floor over for Grease. That one's played down, and DeVries will touch it over for Chisholm. And the Capitals in the midst of a change. Elliott Life couldn't go play the puck right away because Lyons was still coming off the ice. Hipsag is running the boards by Dre Burnt. And then the near side corner, it'll be played back out to the point. Merchant with a shot that goes wide. And over for Duncan Chisholm. Chisholm with a shot, and that went all the way through, and Duffy made a good pad save. There's another chance that Dre Burnt blocks up from Merchant. That one thrown through. Duffy will stick it into the corner. Played back over for Chisholm. Chisholm, his shot gets blocked up. And 4 players will battle for it. 3 for the Capitals, trying to chip it out of their own end. They could not. It'll be played back around. And now Dre Burnt will try and get it out. Here's Elliott Life. And Life lost the puck. And it'll be played back around for Delzer. And then Delzer couldn't get to the puck in time. You see some fatigue start to settle in for these guys because they know, and they don't want to show the fatigue, but they're not going to come off the ice. Rafe Briggs will tip it along. And here's Tyson Dunbar. And Tyson Dunbar behind his own net. Dunbar has the puck. He'll carry it into the neutral zone on a pass over. Howard will run into his man. Pass from Polak goes over. Seth Stock has it again. And Stock back to Martin at the blue line. And Martin walks it in. Martin with a shot save made by Duffy. Looking to go 5-hole, and it goes in the net. And we will have a whistle with 6 minutes to go here in overtime. Faceoff will stay in the zone to the right of Kieran Duffy.
You see Rushmore throwing it at the net. They're throwing it at the net any chance they get now.
So here's Hunter Wallop along with Ashton Grease, and the faceoff is won by Grease. He'll get out of the zone just over the stick of Stock, and he'll race all the way down for it, and it did not go far enough for an icing. They wave it off the last second because Howard was able to get to the puck right at the red line. John Lyons on the back end. That got blocked down by Wallop, and here comes the other way, the Rushmore Thunder. And the Thunder can't get it in the zone. Hipsack, he'll turn with it, he'll throw it in. Delayed offside here by the Thunder, so the Caps can slow things down here. Isaac Polak, his pass goes up for Ashton Grease. They left him alone in the zone. Grease gets around one man, trying to get around another, but Grease now will turn with the puck. Grease from the top of the face-off circle. One-timer chance for Briggs. A backhander goes off of the blocker of DeVries. And there is a pass trying to get it back in front again, and it will come out of the zone. Racing after his hip sag, but Chris Schultz for the Caps get there first. Isaac Polak had the puck, lost it off of his stick, and it would play back around here for Briggs. And here comes now Rushmore back in the zone, and an offside is called. And they think it's a penalty coming up on the Rushmore Thunder, but it is not.
A hook?
No, it's just offside that was called.
I thought I saw the referee make a motion to a hook. He must have been motioning something else.
So a face-off with 5:04 to go comes outside the Rushmore end. And it's taken by Elliott Life. He carried it in, lost it off of his stick. Now Rafe Briggs is over there. Briggs will fight off the check. There's a shot by Life that gets blocked down. Life couldn't get the puck back again. Life and Gordon with 2 goals each here in the hockey game for the Capitals with their 4 goals. Back for Dre Burnt. That will be coming free for Martin. And Mason Martin will try and get away from Drayden Floor, but Floor was able to get away from him. Back for Seth Stock to the neutral zone. Here's Dre Burnt. Burnt plays it up the boards. And it comes out Seth Stock. He'll play it across. Back for Stock again. On the backhand feed over. And it will be carrying in as Dietrich. Dietrich with a shot, and that got blocked down. And then back out of the zone for Duncan Chisholm. And he'll throw it around the boards. That comes hard around the boards and all the way back to the near side, up the half board. And then Ryan Hipsack couldn't get to the puck. Back for Chisholm. And the Caps are trying to get out of their own end. They do. Over for Elliott Life. He'll knock it down. Good hand-eye coordination from Life. And he'll dump it in the zone. He'll go off for a change to complete the second line. Coming out on the ice. The pass goes across for Dawson Worth. And here is Dawson Worth. That will flip it in. Hits the rafters. And we get a whistle. First time we've seen that today.
Well, the clock is ticking. 3:48 in this overtime. We've played pretty much this overtime. I would have to say Rushmore's probably controlling the tempo right now.
4-3 in shots in this overtime in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. But the biggest thing is it doesn't matter how many shots you get. You just need that one to go in the back of the net and advance to the state championship. Here's Ashton Grease. Just couldn't keep it on his stick. Over for Isaac Pollock in the neutral zone. Thrown back in by the Caps. Behind the net, it'll be Seth Stock. Grease almost took it away from Stock. That would have been one of the few mistakes that Stock has made the 3 games that the Caps and Rushmore Thunder have played. That one's dumped back in, and again, the fatigue is going to be a factor, and you can't let that make you lazy at any point for either side. Can't make you lazy at any point. Mason Martin gets a pass across. Isaac Pollock will clear it back out of the zone. Ashton Grease will dump it back in. And the top line for the Caps will get back out for another opportunity with 3 minutes to play. Off the skates of Mason Martin and dumped back in by Andy Gordon. Stock around the boards at the blue line. Pollock holds it in. Rafe Briggs trying to get to the puck. Rafe Briggs with a shot. A rebound. It's loose, and it goes out of the zone. Briggs had one of the best chances in overtime so far. Here's Chris Schultz from the red line. He'll throw it in on net. DeVries will catch it and cover for a whistle with 2:36 to go. And the top line for the Caps will stay out here with a face-off. That'll be to the left of DeVries.
Briggs is so good in traffic with his stick. He had a really good opportunity there.
Elliott Life taking it, I believe, against Dietrich. And it's going to be won by the Rushmore Thunder. Retzer will get out of the zone. Isaac Pollock will take the puck in the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. Onto the side of the net. Rafe Briggs is trying to take it away from Humpke. From Merchant. And it's played back out of the blue line. Good job by Pollock to hold the zone. Off the stick of Gordon. Then flipped up off the glove of Pollock. And now a 2-on-1 here for the Rushmore Thunder. Elliott Life trying to back check. Isaac Pollock trying to get back. A stick to the net. And a save made by Kieran Duffy. Pass comes back out. Tyson Dunbar. Played back for Hipsack. Good job by Briggs. They'll go off for a change. Throw it in. Should be an icing, and it will be an icing by the Rushmore Thunder with 1:55 to go in overtime. And again, 1:55 in overtime. That ends. We still got a hockey game to continue to play.
If I'm not mistaken, that last stop by Duffy, I think he was yelling at the top of his lungs when he made that stop. He's engaged.
He shows a lot of emotion, does Duffy. Here is the face-off. Ashton Grease lost it to Cale Delzer. And behind the net, Seth Stock played it around. John Lyons couldn't get to the puck, and now here comes the other way. Delzer, good job there by Dre Burnt. Offside, delayed offside. As it'll be back here for Dre Burnt again. Burnt plays it up, missing the skate of Ashton Grease, and now Seth Stock has it from his own end. His pass goes back for Dunbar. John Lyons blew a tire in the Rushmore end, and thankfully Ashton Grease was able to fight off of any chance of Rushmore going the other way to get an odd man chance. Seth Stock will carry it in. Stock had the game-winning goal against the Capitals towards the end of the season, that Friday of the last weekend of the season. Stepping on the ice, Rushmore Thunder. Coach Steele, I think maybe looking over at him, maybe looking for too many men on the ice. May lost his stick. And now here's Ashton Grease. Again, he's late on a shift. He'll try and get one over for Andy Gordon, who's got the first one to come on the ice for this top line with 50 seconds left to go here in overtime. In the first overtime. And it'll be played back around. Dre Burnt's got to race back along with Hunter Wallop. Wallop with a shot goes high, and it goes around the boards. And we played back for Keenan Howard. And now here's Howard along with Grease. Howard is in. Howard, a good back check from Hipsag to get back to lift the stick with 30 seconds left to go here in overtime. Hunter Wallop back the other way. His shot goes off of a stick, and then it goes awful light. And boy, if we would have had the light fall down, that would have been a huge delay in a game that we don't need any delays. 27.8 left to go.
Wallop was looking just a little tired on that break. He had done one just before that. A little bit of fatigue showing up with some of these players.
27.8 left to go here in the first overtime. Face-off is won by the Caps. Here's Rafe Briggs trying to race after it and race in the offensive end. He's thrown off the boards, and it was Duncan Chisholm that threw him into the boards. And again, you're not going to see too many penalties be called here in overtime. Diving play Pass comes in front. Pollock with a shot. There's a rebound, a chance, and that puck comes out the other way. Elliott Life with 3 to go. There's a shot towards the end of overtime. One more chance, but Isaac Pollock fell the ice. Gordon couldn't get the shot away before overtime expired. And we've played that 10-minute period.
We're going to play 10 more.
And I believe that we get the ZAM to come out.
Oh, yeah, so we're going to be a bit.
Yeah, we will turn things around here. And I believe we're going to have then a overtime that will be extended a little bit farther. 7:35 is supposed to be the start time of the next game of Brookings and Sioux Falls 2. I don't think that's going to be the case anymore.
That's not going to happen.
We're going to be here for a while. So we're going to have another Zamboni come through, and we're going to play a second overtime here in about 15 minutes. So let's take a break so I can get my breath again, and we'll come back and kind of recap what overtime happened. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on 1480 KSTR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the #17 FASTENAL Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? FASTENAL can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, FASTENAL has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
Hey, we welcome you back here to the Shields Iceplex. No, we're not still getting set for Sioux Falls 2 and Brookings in the second state semifinal, as I try and stumble through my words. We are still playing between Hawaii Capitals and the Rushmore Thunder. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson. As Jim, we played 4 periods and didn't play a full fourth period because we only played 10 minutes. But these two teams are as evenly match as they come.
You know, going into regulation when it was 4-3, I didn't tell you, but something in the back of my mind just knew that the Rushmore was going to tie this thing up. I just had this feeling.
I had the feeling too, just because you got to have an overtime game at some point.
Yeah.
And that's. Whew. And we're not. This isn't the last game of the day. We don't get to go home after this one. We got another game to go. And Brookings and Sioux Falls too. That. They probably hate this too. Although they were going to say, "Oh, now we got a team that's going to be playing a double overtime. That we get to play one of those."
Yeah,
we'll probably take it, but they probably want to play at 7:30. They don't want to wait any longer.
No, those teams in the locker room right now, they might as well take their stuff off for a while.
It may come down to, in that case, a little bit which team is fresher tomorrow night.
Yeah, and it really, for these teams, the good thing about it, whoever wins, and of course whoever loses will play in the third place game, but whoever wins, if they get an extra game rest, because Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 will be playing later tonight, and the other team, that whoever wins this game will get that little bit of rest, and if that game goes to overtime, then we're square. They were even.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find a winner in
Careful
this
what
one.
you wish for.
We're going to find a winner in this one. We're going to keep playing overtimes until it's over. And if it takes 6, if it takes 7 overtimes, it'll be what it is. Oahe played in one of the longest games about 4 years ago, the longest games of South Dakota history. And that was 6 overtimes?
Yes.
Yeah, Mike Mueller actually just texted me the scoreboard of it. The period had 9. There was 5:46 left to go in the period, and it was on period 9. So they're going to have to start back over if they would have went to another overtime.
Yep.
Watertown won 2-1 in that game.
Yep.
Yeah, that thanks to Mike Mueller for sending me that. Because that's
Jenny Workus is here with us standing right now, and she had a son on that team, and so did I.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Jenny Workus here. So since we got a little bit of time, and of course the Capitals fans don't want to hear about it, but talk about how much fun it was to watch, or maybe not fun to watch that game.
To be honest with you, that is my favorite hockey memory ever, and I think I will probably hold on to that. I was a little bit superstitious because my son's number was number 9.
Oh, okay.
So when we got to period number 9, I said, okay, guys, this is it. Somebody's going to win. And I wasn't sure that Watertown was going to win, but I knew that whoever was going to win, I probably was going to be sad at the end just because they both deserved to win. After 9 periods of hockey, it was tough to see somebody have to lose that game because it was just a battle all the way to the end.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is with this game right now, I think nobody wants to lose it, but I don't think anybody wants it to really end. And that's the fun thing about hockey overtimes, especially in a state tournament, is that all it takes is one shot. Doesn't matter where it comes from, where it happens. But I'm glad you said it's your favorite hockey memory, because I think I say the Cowboy fans don't want to relive it, but I think that's one where they hate that they lost the game. But I think everybody likes to think about that because it is the longest game in South Dakota state tournament history, and it's fun to be a part of that history, even if you're on the losing end.
I absolutely agree with that. We actually have the poster of that game hanging both downstairs kind of in our hockey room, and we have it hanging in our garage. It really is. I mean, we remember things from that game like that we bought out the whole concession stand of every single Snicker bar because, between all those periods, they zam after every other period. So we had a lot of breaks. They ate a lot of Snicker bars, drank a lot of Gatorade. We actually had to go to Hy-Vee the next day to bring Snicker bars because we weren't sure the concessions would have them, and we didn't want to take the risk, that we were going to need them. It really, really was a great memory. My sister-in-law, she'd never been to a hockey game before, and it was her first one. She's like, oh, my God, are all hockey games like this? I'm like, no, you picked a really good one to come to. You picked
a really good one and a really long one to go to.
And you get your money's worth.
Yes. So as we're looking here, what's the time frame now of Brookings and Sioux Falls 2? Whenever this game gets in, doesn't matter what time it is, but what's the time frame? Is it going to be 30 minutes after that game gets over? How quickly we're going to get that game going?
Well, a couple different things. Because of the COVID restrictions, we do have vouchers and we do have, limited seating. So we are clearing the entire arena. So basically, once this game ends, Brookings and Sioux Falls will come out and they'll do their warm-up, their 10-minute warm-up, and then they'll zam, which is probably about a 30-minute process. So I think it's probably about 30 minutes because we should be able to get all these fans out of here, within 10 minutes or so, and then, get the new ones. There's a long line outside waiting to get in.
It's probably good that it's still a little bit warm. I think it's warm outside. I don't know if it's warm outside. We haven't been outside since 10 o'clock this morning.
It's dark.
It's dark. It was light when we got here.
Right.
But, and that's – obviously, you guys kind of plan to have an overtime game at some point and you kind of put that in place. But does it make the nerves go or the stress level go a little bit more when you're in charge of a tournament and putting the tournament on?
I don't know that it really does. I mean, maybe a little bit, if you're in charge of all the workers, because you do have volunteers, that are going to be doing the minor officials' duties and the concessions and the admissions and things like that. And obviously, their time to be able to get to go home is going to be a little bit delayed. But, I mean, there's really, it's kind of out of everybody's control. Me personally, I'm watching this Zamboni, go. We've sat here for 15 minutes as we're watching it go, and I feel like, okay, we're going to start the clock in like 3 seconds in, somebody's going to score, and we just, had 15 minutes just to clean the ice. But
right.
We have to give these kids a break. I mean,
Yeah.
if you've seen the Oahe kids out there, their first line has to be like super tired. I think that I watched Elliott go off like at 2:52 left, and I think he was back there on the ice by like 2:44. Like, they're not resting very long,
No.
so they need a break.
This has been a fun game. 4-4 is our score here after the first overtime. We're about to start a second overtime. You start to lose words of how fun and how much excitement goes in this game, and of course, there's a lot of nervous tension on both sides of the fans here for Rushmore and for the Oahe Capitals. Everybody got a chance to calm down, though. That's the biggest thing I think about the Zamboni. Even if we score 3 seconds in, somebody scores 3 seconds in, at least we got a chance to get everybody to kind of calm down a little bit.
Right, and I'm not nervous at all. I have no skin in this game this time.
If you're a fan of hockey, you probably want this game to go on for as long as possible. That's what I say about NHL overtime games. Just keep going.
Well, I don't want it to go on past 8 periods because I want the Watertown Lakers to still have the record of the 9-period game being the winner 2-1. I want to hold on to that.
And that's, oh boy, and if whoever wins, if that actually go to 8 to 9 periods, whoever wins this game has to come back and play in a state championship game. That's going to be tough, whether it's against Brookings or Sioux Falls too. Oh, you guys have done a great job of hosting this tournament. We got a day tomorrow at Denny Sanford Premier Center, but hats off to everybody in Sioux Falls. Hats off to all the workers that have been working here, because this has been a great 2 days. And of course, we're only in Game 3 of Game 4 of the day, but this has been, especially in the COVID year, that you don't really know how to expect things, but this has felt like a state tournament from start to finish.
The ladies in the tournament headquarters, they've been amazing for the last 2 days. They have clipboards, they have markers, they have all these supplies, and they're always running around looking for the next worker or looking for change or score sheets. They have different stamps for these people to get in. It's like a well-oiled machine. They've done such a good job. Such a good job.
It is 4-4. Jenny, I appreciate the time. I'm going to cut you off now. I know that you can keep going yet. That look that you had over to Jim Lloyd, your look of disappointment. But we need one more commercial break before we come back for the fifth period, which is the second overtime. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
RELIABANK's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your RELIABANK account.
Visit your local RELIABANK branch or go to RELIABANKmortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only, subject to loan approval.
It's RELIABANK's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness
came in dripping
with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the number 17 FASTENAL Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? FASTENAL can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional. in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, Fastenal has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
Both teams have returned to the ice. We are set for overtime. Second overtime, I should say.
Hey, John?
Yes.
Will you let me call this last overtime here?
I kind of joked about it, but absolutely not this time.
John, you've never told me no.
This is the one time I'm telling you no. I love this game. This has been such a fun game.
Nobody better on the play-by-play.
10 minutes are back on the clock. We started our second overtime, 5-on-5. I don't know if we'll see any penalties other than a really bad penalty. That one thrown towards the net by the Rushmore Thunder, but it went high, and it will be played back out. Again, one shot can win this state semifinal game and send the team into the state championship. Duffy will have to cover it up as it came back off the boards and back into the blue paint. 32-24 in shots. I didn't mark it down if that was actually the case after the overtime or not. I'm running out of space to keep track of shots on goal each period, as it will be played around for Chris Schultz. Chris Schultz on the far side. He'll get tied up. It'll be played back again. And now here's Elliott Life trying to get it up for Rafe Briggs, but couldn't quite get it over to him. And it'll be played back in by Kel Delzer across from Andy Gordon. Here's Humke with a shot, and he scores. Rushmore wins it in overtime, 5-4 to advance to the state championship. As Delzer got in the back of the net, past Kieran Duffy in the 5-hole. And the Rushmore Thunder are into the state championship tomorrow afternoon to take on the winner of Brookings.
It didn't take very long, mere 40 seconds.
Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 will be coming up. And the jubilation of one team for the Rushmore Thunder and the agony of defeat for the Oahe Capitals.
Oahe Capitals obviously dejected down on the far end. And like you said before, third place isn't going to be good enough.
And all five guys that were on the ice, Kieran Duffy's a junior. He'll be back next year. But all five guys on the ice, I believe all five guys on the ice at that point were all seniors. And all five of them are tough. It's tough one to lose. But Rushmore Thunder and the Oahe Capitals played one heck of a hockey game. And nobody can hang their head on this loss.
Nobody lost. The fans won on this game.
Absolutely. So the Rushmore Thunder are in the state championship. Humke got the goal. Alec Humke scored it. Mason Martin and Delzer get the assist. And the 5 stick taps for Tyler Wilcox from both teams. They just played a 2 overtime game, and all of them circle around to tap the sticks 5 times in honor of Tyler Wilcox, and that's sometimes hockey's a little bit more than
it is.
Or I guess the game, there's more to life than hockey.
But what you've got to really enjoy about this is the kids. You're not supposed to go through a line and shake hands, but they all come over and pat each other on the head, things like that.
Yep.
They know each other. They know each other from playing hockey over the years.
Yeah,
there's friendships.
The Caps are going to be playing the third place game tomorrow afternoon in the Denny Sanford Premier Center.
And the Caps they're gonna have to dig down and find a way to get back on their skates tomorrow and play for that third place.
Yeah.
And that's going to take a lot of character. They came to win this tournament. Rushmore came to win this tournament. And somebody in this game, unfortunately, was not going to move into that championship game. But the Caps will be fine. They're going to come back. They'll play a game tomorrow at the Denny Premier Center. They're going to be playing for third place.
Yeah, and that's the thing is they get a chance to, and it's, I think no matter what, it's going to be tough to sleep. They're going to sleep. Once they fall asleep, they'll sleep pretty good. But winning or losing this game is going to be tough to sleep at night.
This game will stick with these kids for a while. But I guarantee when they get on the ice again tomorrow,
don't forget it.
They're going to forget it, and they're going to go back to playing hockey like they know how to play. Kids are resilient, and these are life lessons, win or lose on both sides. These are life lessons that these kids will take wherever they go.
It's also going to be a game they'll always remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that's,
that's why you play sports.
Yeah.
Because it teaches you how to win and it teaches you how to lose.
And when and again, COVID, everything that's going on with COVID, and you talk about no handshakes and stuff. Well, what I love the most about these two teams, and especially these two head coaches, and Brandon Hodge and Coach Steve Steele, they've been talking to the other team's players and saying how good of a job each team did, the other team did. They were enemies. They were enemies throughout this entire game. And for one team to win and one team to lose, one was going to be heartbreak and one was going to be.
Yep. Look at Coach Steele. Think he's just a coach?
And that's hard to do. It's hard to be that guy that has to console a kid that's not your actual kid, but basically is your kid.
Oh yeah. They spend a lot of time together, and the kids look up to that coach.
Yeah. And
when coach comes over and gives you a hug and says it's all right, it means something.
So Rushmore will move on to the state championship. And Elliott Life salute the Oahe faithful that are still here. Boy, 5-4 is their score. Humke gets the game-winning goal just 40 seconds in to this overtime period, the second overtime period. And the Rushmore Thunder are on. Again, it wasn't a pretty goal. It wasn't a huge play that made it happen, but it's just a puck that went on net.
Yep.
And it went to the back of the net. That's what you had to do. You didn't have to make the fancy play to get it to work. You just had that one pass.
We knew this one was not going to end with a fancy play. Somebody was going to throw it on the net exactly like it happened.
So both fans will clear out. We still got another game to go. Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 is coming up here in just a little bit. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our post-game recap. And you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the number 17 FASTENAL Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? FASTENAL can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, FASTENAL has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
We welcome you back here to here at the Shields Iceplex as we have played the first of the state semifinal games. The Hawaii Capitals fall 5-4 in double overtime to the Rushmore Thunder, and the 3-seed Rushmore Thunder, they win all 3 games this year against the Hawaii Capitals, and that is that's
been the trend all through this tournament.
And we got one more game to go today where the team has won both games, and that's the Brookings Rangers over the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers, and the winner will meet the Rushmore Thunder in the state championship, with the loser going into play the Hawaii Capitals at the third place game tomorrow afternoon at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Sioux Falls 1 and Sioux Center will play at 9:35, and then the Hawaii Capitals will play at 12:35 against the loser of this game, and the championship at 3:35 on Capital City Rock, or at the Denny Sanford Premier Center, but we'll be on Capital City Rock on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, and also in Watertown at 1480 KSDR. We will come back here in just about 5 minutes or so, because we will have the Brookings and Sioux Falls game for you. We got to end this game here on our YouTube feed, and then we'll come back again to get you set for Brookings and Sioux Falls 2. So the winner of Brookings Sioux Falls 2 will meet in the state championship as Rushmore. They win in double overtime on Alakumke's goal. They win 5-4 to beat the Hawaii Capitals. Back in 5 minutes here, about in 5 minutes or so, on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the 2021 Boys State Hockey Tournament. State Hockey Tournament coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Xander Auto Parts. State Tournament Hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakotaland, the Clubhouse in Pierre, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. State Tournament Hockey is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, FASTENAL, Tickled Pink, the Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and Grey Goose Store and Social Club. And also by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, RELIABANK, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. Your home for the Oahe Capitals is Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.